74. Day 74. Nice. I put day 65 plus. I guess I could put day 74 plus. Oops. I put day 74 plus. I didn't even know we were that far along. There we go. Good afternoon, Rose in the Rain. How are you today? Alright, so we're going to be taking this character. We're going to be, we have to get down to the bottom of the ravine. Gotta get to the bottom of the ravine, and then we gotta get back up. So we're leaving some stuff here. We're leaving a few things here. Is there anything else I can leave? I'm just gonna drop the metal, because it's just stuff I don't need to carry on me. Hey, Shanzo, how you doing? Quack, how are you? You were watching the previous stream? Well, I'm gonna be completely honest with you, Quack. I'm not even gonna say I waxed poetically. I waxed rather non-poetically for like 2 hours yesterday about sci-fi stuff, about a whole bunch of stuff that had nothing to do with the game, and we pretty much did nothing for a while. So I appreciate you watching it, but definitely you did not miss. I'm just saying you didn't miss a whole lot, because there was a lot of yapping and me not doing a lot of stuffing. So we did drop a couple deer here. We found our bow and arrow here, or we found our rope here, so we're going to go down to the bottom of the ravine. We're going to get ourselves our flare gun. We're going to wrap everything up, and we're going to head over to Pleasant Valley today. We're going to search up Pleasant Valley, so that's what we're going to do. And then we're going to also play... Yes, you can watch it again on YouTube. There you go. We're also going to play a little Medieval Dynasty tonight. And then I'm going to be breaking off in about 6 hours. Just a little under 6 hours. I'm going to be breaking off. And me and my friend are going to be going and seeing Ghostbusters this evening, which I'm very excited about. I've heard really good stuff about Ghostbusters. But yeah, we're going to go check out Ghostbusters this evening and see how that is. So I'm very excited about that. I haven't actually been this excited for a movie in a while. Except... I guess Dune I was pretty excited about, so... And I like Dune. The pacing was it was definitely slow, but it was a world-building movie. You could definitely tell it was a part one of 2 parts. So, like I told my son when Dune sort of wrapped up, I was like, yeah, just wait till the second part. That's when all the stuff comes down. That's when everything starts hitting the fan. And the battle for Arrakis really begins. So. Hello, Atheenon chat. I decided to catch you live since I've been watching you from YouTube. Well, the damn train 69. Welcome into the chat, my friend. How you doing tonight? Made it to day 130 on Stalker with not a whole lot left to do with your tips since getting back into the game. So oh, no, that's awesome, Juma. I'm so happy that you made it to day 130. That's a huge accomplishment. Getting those days under your belt. That is all practical experience that there's nothing else in this game that gives you the knowledge and the experience other than the practical doing it. I mean, I can talk to you and give you tips all day long, but you doing it is that's where the rubber meets the road. So I'm doing amazing tonight. I'm gonna go see Ghostbusters here in a little while. I'm gonna be going with a friend to an 8:20 showing, so I got about just a little under 6 hours to stream. Yeah, but we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun in the meantime. Great thing about Ath on YouTube, no back chat. Whoa, wait a second. Alright, well, the main reason we came down here is this is one of the 2 places in any Interloper file where you will find a flare gun. It's always right here. The other thing you'll always find down here is a stem, which is right there. Anything else we find in here is just bonus. A book to burn. Love you too, Shanzo. But yeah, so the ravine is a great place. This is also the entrance to Bleak Inlet. This is the entrance to the upper entrance to Bleak Inlet if you ever want to go there. Which on Interloper, I don't know why you would ever want to go to Bleak Inlet, but if you decided it was really... If you decided you were sort of out of... Bleak Inlet is one of those places where if you decide you have nothing else to do, go to Bleak Inlet. You'll probably die. Or at least you'll have a lot of fun. At least you'll have a lot of fun, right? Oh, that did not work like I wanted it to. Poor little buddy Wabbit. Did that big mean Atheenon shoot you in the face? Where'd my arrow go? There it is. Did that big mean Atheenon shoot you in the face, you poor little bunny? I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. I would never, ever abuse a bunny rabbit like that. Never. It's not my thing. I sort of like this lower area because we're just gonna camp out here for the night. We're gonna cook up this deer. We're gonna get his hide. Usually the deer down here is pretty big. The deers are like, usually this deer is about a 2 kilo, even though it's a ravaged corpse, you usually get about 2 kilos of meat off of it. Find a map your own size. Go pick on somebody your own size, Atheenon. You're so mean. You're so mean. Why so angry? The other nice thing about this cave down here, too, is that even if you come down here really early in the game and don't have a bedroll, there is a pre-made bed in this cave, so you could build a fire by it and not ever freeze, which is kind of nice. I'm personally going to build a fire right here. Check my mag lens first. We have no mag lens fire possibility, so we'll get our torch out. We'll light that with a match. And then we'll start a fire with the torch. Because if we fail, we get to try again. I'm rocking a little Henry Weinhard's orange cream soda. Did that fire actually fail? Did that fire actually fail? Seriously? Well, let's just use this book. Yes, I do not need to read it. Get a little Tito's in that. Nah, that's okay. I'm going to see a movie later. I want to be fully in my functions, so. But yes, I picked up some Henry Weinhard's orange cream soda since I can't get Sobe right now. Also, when I was at the store last night, I'm gonna go see Ghostbusters, the new Ghostbusters movie. When I was at the store last night, they had a different AMC. No, it's the local movie theater. I support my local movie theater. It's the little Oak Grove 8. They've been struggling. They pretty much almost went out of business. They almost went out of business. They were shut down until like a month and a half ago. And so I'm supporting them. It's not the greatest theater in the world, but it's like a block and a half away from me, and the snacks aren't really that much there. Oh yeah, I always get the snacks. That's where those guys make their money. And I don't mind. I want to help them out. I want to help those guys out. Let's put that down. Prepare a birch bark tea. A mushroom tea. We'll eat that. And we'll drink that down to a little bitty bite. I'm actually going to save some of it just in case. Alright, I got that. So we'll go out here. Oh, wow. 2.3 kilos of meat on that deer. 2.3 kilos. That is huge.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Oh, no, no. No, 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 no. We're not dropping any of that gear, my dear. No, no, no. And we have Carcass Harvesting 5 now. Oh, really? What? Oh my god, it went bad that quickly. Wow, that sucks. I should have taken everything. I was like, oh, I'll get the meat and go throw it back, and I'll come back out here and get more stuff. Wow, that chafes my hide. That chafes my hide. That makes me really sad, actually. Because honestly, I wanted the hide more than I wanted the meat.
It's getting kind of heavy.
The meat's nice and everything, but I really wanted the hide. Some days, boys and girls, some days. Why does that just make me so sad? Now I am seriously like majorly bummed. The riots in Europe? What riot? Why are people rioting in Europe? Other than I guess they're over there. I guess I don't know. Why are people rioting in Europe? I've never got the vaccine passports. Oh. So are they? I don't get it. I don't. We don't get into the political stuff, Juggalo. So they may be rioting. If you want to go check that out, go check it out on the news, I guess. I'm here to play some video games and forget about real life. I've been embroiled in real life for the whole week, so this is my chance to escape it. To escape it and not have to worry about it. Exactly. We can leave all that at the door behind us for sure. Exactly, Quack. Good point. Good point. There is a lot of chaos today. Lot of chaos. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but see that's one downside of this whole 24-hour media cycle is that we're just bombarded with politics and everything every day of our lives anymore. Every moment. It just sucks. Just sucks. And by the way, no, I got my Henry Weinhard's orange cream soda. No Sobe. The Sobe is no more. I can't get it. I can't get in it. I can't get it. Rule number 1 of Interloper is move. Well, map knowledge. Map knowledge is number 1. Keep moving is number 2. Saying hi to Miss Candela is number 3. Saying woof, I'm sorry, not hi, but woof to Miss Candela is number 3. I hope you have a lovely Friday and a lovely weekend. I'm actually gonna go see Ghostbusters tonight, so I'm stoked. I'm pumped. I'm like ready to go. I'm like woohoo! I haven't been this excited to see a movie in a while. 'Cause I've been hearing good stuff about it. So I'm very stoked to go see it. I won't give any spoilers or anything after I see it, but I will let you know what I think tomorrow. Just all the initials that I've heard, all the initial sort of scuttlebutt, is that it's going to be decent. So I'm very excited. Yeah, me and my friend are going down to the theater. So yeah, the theater's just a couple blocks away, so that makes it really nice. Yes, I'm gonna go out with the peoples. I'm gonna go out with the peoples. Yep, there's a brand new Ghostbusters movie out. Go check out the trailers for it. It looks really good. I'd play it here on stream, but I'd probably get like a copyright strike or something. I'd probably get like a copyright strike, but definitely go check out the trailer. It looks really good. Boop. Yes, Ghostbusters Afterlife. Yes, Ghostbusters Afterlife. Oh, do I have no more water? Okay, let's make up some water then. So our weight right now, 36. Okay, we're good. We're good on weight. We're good on weight. It's good. It's good. And some of this is food. The female cast one totally flopped. Oh yeah, God, they've wiped the memory of that one. I never even went and saw it. I was uninterested. I was just uninterested without having, like, you know, Bill Murray and what's his name? The guy played I want to say Igor, but it's not. But I just was uninterested. By the time Ghostbusters 2016 came out, I was just like, whatever. I'll go watch Ghostbusters. I want to see Ghostbusters. I'm gonna go watch Ghostbusters. What time are you gonna see it? At 8 o'clock tonight. So I'll be, or 8:20. So I'm gonna be streaming for about another 5.5 hours. We're gonna do a few more hours of Long Dark. We're gonna play a little Medieval Dynasty tonight as well. Tomorrow we got Long Dark in the morning, followed by Icarus in the afternoon. And then on Sunday we got Long Dark, Escape the Pacific, and Icarus, solo Icarus on Sunday. I'm gonna give Icarus a solo try on Sunday and see what I think. So, yeah, we've been only up for like 19 minutes, Python Papa. We came down, we got our flare gun, we got our flares. It's 2:30 here right now. Let's see if I can get a better torch. That's a pretty good torch. That's a pretty good torch. But yeah, it's 2:30 here right now. So, still very, very on the early side. On the early side of life. I could just climb up. I could just sleep and then climb up tonight. Sleep, climb up when I get rested, and then I can sleep up top. All we're doing right now, we came down here for the flare gun and the stem, of course. But we came down here for the flare gun and the stem, and then we're just gonna climb out and be done with it. And we're gonna head over to going to be heading over to Pleasant Valley, so that should be fun. Eat that down. Eat as much of that as I can. Drink as much water as I can. Spicy Finn, how's it going? But how you doing tonight, Python Papa? I hope you're having a good one, man. I can't believe that carcass wore down that fast. Between the time I took the meat, went in, put the meat on the fire, and came back out, the carcass was too low condition to harvest. And the meat, yeah, I guess the meat was ruined, so. Wow, the carcasses seem to be decaying without you even doing anything to them. Isn't that weird? The preset carcasses seem to be, they definitely seem to be glitched big time. Really glitched right now, because I had no carcasses up at the top here in the ravine, and the one down here was almost at 0%. That was so weird. I think there's something wrong with them. But how you doing, Spicy Finn? Hope you're doing good, my friend. There's my freshly code, boys and girls. And for those of you who are subscribers to the channel, who've ever wanted to get any of my merchandise, through the end of the year, there are discounts for your subscriber tier. It starts at 10% off all the merchandise and goes up to 20% off if you're a tier 3 subscriber. But if you're a base of level 1 subscriber, you get 10% off. So go to the merchandise, it'll show you what the discount amount is and all that stuff. So, there you go. Figured I'd plug the merchandise. Why not? God, it is such a beautiful sky out tonight. Yeah, fire, cold, 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 boo-hoo. Boo frickin' hoo. Yeah, well, Stooley, my carcass that I had down there, I got the meat off of, and I went back to harvest it, and boom, it was done. I couldn't do anything else to it. Wow, look at that moon. And I had no deer carcass here, which there's usually a deer carcass here.
Can stop me.
Hey, Taname, welcome to the stream, and thank you for the follow there. Appreciate that. Mark Wars coming home on the train. How you doing, Stooley, by the way? But yeah, I didn't have a carcass there. I did not have another carcass over by the entrance to the cave over here. Nope, not one in front of this cave over here either. The only carcass of deer that I found in here were the two that I made by shooting them, and the one at the bottom of the ravine. And that was it. But hey, we got our flare guns, so. It is Friday. I'm very happy. I'm gonna be streaming for about 5.5 hours tonight. And I wonder what these bags are at. 33%. And then I'm gonna be going and seeing Ghostbusters Afterlife with my friend. We're gonna go up to a little local movie theater and checking it out. So very excited. Got an 8:20 showing we're gonna go to. It'll be my second movie in a week. That's crazy. Crazy! How long have I been playing The Long Dark? I started playing The Long Dark in January. Oops. In January of 2017. So January of 2017, right when it was getting done with early access. Because then later that year it came out with the episode 1 and all, all that stuff. So about, a little over 4 years now, something like that.
I'm not sure I carry much more.
Oh, you will carry as much as I ask of you to carry. If I ask you to carry 5,000 kilos of stuff, you will carry 5,000 kilos of stuff. You understand? Do you understand? Good, then let's go. We'll come back for the rest of that stuff. But yeah, I've been playing about 4... Well, this January will be my 5th year. I understand, sir. Yes, sir. RJC Gaming, how are you doing, my friend? I saw you over in another channel today. That was awesome. I love seeing viewers in other channels that go, hey, how's it going? Was it Coin Fury's channel? Was it Coin Fury? He was playing some, I think he was playing Valheim. Oh no, that's not him. That's not him. Was it Coin Fury? Was it Coin Fury? Oh, he's Coin Fury TV. Gosh, I always mess those up. I always mess it up. There's Coin Fury TV last playing some Valheim. It actually made me kind of miss that game a little bit, which I know sounds weird. I watched him playing it and I was like, that's a pretty cool game. I forgot about that one. I think for me, I just got tired of the grind in Valheim. Maybe it's a little different now. Maybe I'd have more fun with it. I don't know. It's a lot of game to get into though. It's a lot to get into. But yes, go check out Coin Fury TV, boys and girls. An awesome, amazing streamer. When did Coin Fury get partnered on Twitch? It was pretty recently, wasn't it? Wasn't he partnered on Twitch here pretty recently, RJC? I love seeing other streamers that I've known since, like, they were little baby streamers like myself. I love seeing them get partnered, like Lefty Raffle and RJC and Nalvara. I love seeing them getting partnered on Twitch. It's freaking awesome because I think it speaks for the general community that all of us circulate in, and that general community being like really great to all of us, which is really nice. Alright, we're gonna go dump off a bunch of stuff in here. Then we're gonna have to figure out our gear, figure out what we're gonna take, figure out what we're not gonna take, figure out where we go from here. Oh, I forgot I have a moose hide, a couple black bear hides, deer hide. Got a deer hide. Now I have a couple more deer hides. Pick up that deer hide. Throw these deer hides down here. God of Long Dark. Well, I'm not that. There are quite a few streamers out there that I consider way better at this game than I am. I like to have fun with it, for sure. Ooh, look at all these cured guts. Ooh. Look at all those beautiful cured guts on the floor. See, we can just scan over them. We don't have to question whether it's cured or not. We just scan over them and go, hey, that's cured. Hey, that's cured. What a lovely room of death you have. I do have a lovely room of death. But, Taname? Is it Taname? I hope I'm saying that right. How long have you been playing The Long Dark? Did you just pick it up recently? Have you been playing it for quite a while? Do you have any questions? Will I have any answers? These are all questions that we would like to have answered as well. But, yeah, if you have any questions or anything, feel free. Feel free to ask. We're always, we love talking about Long Dark because it's like my favorite game. It's my favorite game of all time. Without a doubt, The Long Dark is my #1 favorite game. I've played over 5,000 hours of this game. I'm still always learning stuff and discovering things in game, and that to me is super duper exciting. Super duper exciting, because it's like, you know, even as much time as I have in this game, I still run across things and I'm like, ooh, I didn't know that was there. Or, ooh, I didn't know that was there. There we go. And put all that in there. Put these feathers away in here. Another birch in there. Put the shafts in there. Put my arrowheads in there. Problem with answering too many questions, it might spoil discovery part of the game. Yeah, think of it as answering, you know, questions about problems you're having or things you've always wondered about or you haven't figured out yet. That's the stuff I like to see people asking, like, hey, I've really trying hard at this and I can't get through it. Things. It's still. You know, I haven't been able to figure out how to get past those first few days in Interloper. How do you do it? Or, you know, I haven't figured out this quite yet. Can you give me a hint or give me an idea of how I can approach this a little bit better? You know, I like answering those kind of things because that's the stuff a lot of people just don't even consider. I mean, and there's lots of little tricks and stuff like that, you know, you never, until you're told about it, you never know about it. I am not Stooley. I am not. I've played a lot of the game, and I've narrowed it down to a certain way of playing that gets me through. So, thank you for following there, Grindick. I appreciate that. Just appreciate it very much. Definitely, if they tried it, it's fine to give tips and tricks. Oh yeah, totally. And you know, honestly, Quack, just like anything else, you know, some people say using maps is a cheat. Some people say that, you know, using the loot tables that we brought around is cheating. But I look at it as like anything else in life. If you choose to use it and it makes you happy, who cares? What harm is it doing anybody else? And like most tools, they can maybe give you a little crutch. But, you know, eventually you'll learn the maps. I haven't looked at my loot tables or a map in so long, just because I've kind of gotten used to where stuff is. I've kind of figured out, like I said, figured out a bunch of the minutia of the game that I can go, okay, this has a high probability of having something here, so I'll go check there. And if it doesn't, I'm like, that's cool, we checked. But you can use those loot tables and be guaranteed to find all the loot if you want, whatever. Too cold to think, boys and girls, but we can still dance. Too cold to think, but we can still dance. Well, I like that little dancey emoji there. A loony dance. A loony dance. It's a loony dance. That dance is a little bit a loony. Hey, there's more birch bark. That's always nice. Birch bark is a great equalizer in the game. It makes stuff so nice. Alrighty. Leave those. I'm gonna pick these up. I think I read all these. I'll take them back to the Carter Hydro Dam just to have them, though. I'll leave a few sticks here. Drink a little bit of Wawa. Oh, you know what we should do instead of drinking that? I'll drink down one of my big teas. Don't be such a big tease, Stewie. There we go. Drink down a big teas, and then we'll get a little bit of sleep. Just like 6 hours, though. We're not gonna sleep a lot. Well, yeah, Quack, and that's the thing. It's like, as long as somebody's not purporting themselves to be something they're not, in the, you know, like they're like, I am the best Long Dark player ever, and, you know, even though they've used lots of other stuff, you know, they've used like maps and a whole bunch of other stuff, and they're claiming to be the best Long Dark player ever, then it's like, okay, well, show me the proof. But, you know, if they're just playing it to have fun, what's the harm? Who cares? I don't care. Doesn't affect me at all. Okay, so I guess we do need to leave a piece of meat here. So let's leave that piece of meat, and let's leave this little tiny baby piece of meat. We'll leave these little baby pieces of meat here.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load.
Oh, shusha-doodles. Gosh dang it, Astrid. You are so absolutely just like... Xylopho? Xylopho? Xylophoo? I'm not sure how to say your name there. All I could think of when I saw your name was Sly Stallone. Because I saw SLY, SYL, and I thought SLY. So I went Sly Stallone. Adrian! Yo, Adrian! Well, welcome to the channel. I do not speak French, unfortunately. So I cannot pronounce it correctly. Because I'm gonna take an ugly English pronunciation and put it on a beautiful French word, and none of us want that. None of us want that to happen. So, Mark Wars, how you doing? Welcome finally home. Guess what I'm gonna go see tonight, Mark Wars? Guess what I'm gonna go see? Ghostbusters Afterlife. I'm so excited. I feel like I'm back in the 80s again, and I'm getting ready to go see Ghostbusters for like the 5th time. I'm that excited. I'm like, yay! And I've heard it is a beautiful love letter to the fans, which just makes me so happy. I've heard it's not perfect, but are you gonna live stream from the theater? No. I could get in big, I could lose my partnership. I could get booted off of Twitch for probably doing that. I mean, maybe... Well, no, I can't see. I can't even live stream from, like, the bathroom at the movie theater, so... You know? Attorneys would love me. No, I would never want to jeopardize my streaming for some cheap thrills at the theater. Alrighty. Well, we're gonna go inside here. We're gonna make a few arrows. We're gonna kind of get ready, and then we're gonna head to Pleasant Valley. I was bummed when I heard it was gonna go in theaters. Yeah, see, that's the thing is, I'm not bummed about that at all. I'm happy it's in theaters. I'm happy it's only in theaters. If they want theaters to survive, they need to go back to releasing stuff only in theaters. If they want theaters to die, then keep releasing stuff in theaters and on home release at the same time, and soon you will not have any theaters around anymore. Oh yeah, oh totally, Stewie. I would never ruin a movie like that for anybody. I'll tell you if I like it or not, and that's about it. I'll be like, yeah, I liked it, or no, I didn't like it. I thought, or you know, I'll be like, hey, I think it did a good job, you know, giving us sort of homage to the original guys, and it gave a good story also. Or I'll tell you the story's a little slow, but it's still good, or it's a little slow and it's bad. But no, I wouldn't ruin any particular. I wouldn't ruin particulars about it for sure. That I would not want to do. I already ruined it for you? Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I'm gonna ruin it for you right now, Mark Wars. It's called Ghostbusters, and it has something to do with the afterlife, and there are ghosts in it. I know, shocker. There's ghosts in it, and they go booga 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 booga. I'm gonna leave like 5 of those here, just to lower my weight a little bit. I'm gonna take the metal with me. I can leave a little bit of this leather here. The only thing we're using leather for is to repair our moose-hide satchel at this point. Oh, I need to drop those. First, I need to, I'm gonna drop that one. Thanks for the hours of companies while I played The Long Dark with your videos on the other monitor. Oh, Pano CH, you are more than welcome, my friend. I am so happy that you found them entertaining and enjoyable, and thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate that. That is awesome. Can I put that down here? Oh, I can. I can. There we go. There we go. That is awesome. Thank you so much for watching. I'm glad you found them enjoyable and hopefully not too crazy and maybe helpful a little bit. Does anyone have info about the next update? That is a big negatory there, my friend. Hinterland does not give out that information. They are very... Hinterland is very, secretive about their stuff. The only things we know at this point is that it's due out... Oh, Mark Wars just said it. Due out before the end of the year. And to me, that means it will most likely... Now, don't take this as, you know, gospel fact... But to me, that means it will most likely come out sometime between the 1st and the 15th of the month. That's what it says to me, because that's sort of been their pattern. Is they want to get it
surrounded by snow.
Oh, shush up. They want to get it out sometime before the Christmas break, and I'm leaning more towards earlier, just because they probably want to get it out and then have maybe a week or so to address any issues that people have with it buggy wise. But you know, you never know. You never know. They may just go, here you go, and see you later. We're taking off for Christmas. You know, they may just do that. So but that's my guess right now. That's my guess right now, is they'll do that. But like I said, you never can tell. You never can tell exactly what they're gonna do. Because they are very secretive about, you know, what they're gonna do with stuff. But I think our speculation is not too far off the mark, because I've been through many years of them releasing stuff around Christmas time, and that sort of seems to be their modus operandi. I know, that's my $5 word for the day. I had it perfect there too. I just wanted to line up right next to this other book, and it won't do it for me. Okay, that's about as good as we're gonna get. As good as it's gonna get, boys and girls. Atheenon OnlyFans in the future? No. What do you mean in the future? It's already here. we already have the OnlyFans. That's where you can get the Atheenon wolf thong. The wolf thong is only available on the Atheenon OnlyFans site. Hey-o! No, there is that's fake news. There is no a wolf involved in that thong. The rest is all true. I've snared 100 rabbits. The feed is mine. Now I only need to drink 200 cups of coffee and spend a month in a blizzard. Nice, Smelly Fries. Well, congratulations on getting your achievement. These 3 last years, they've released 1 new map 1 week before the Christmas break. There you go. There you go. So if past performance is any indication of future stuff, then that is what is going to happen. All right. So we're going to grab ourselves a few. We're going to get a bunch of peaches. We're going to the country. Gonna get a lot of peaches. Okay. I need to make up a arrow shaft real quick. Yeah, it's not a wolf, it's a bear. Exactly. It is a bear. Oh wait, I need to get that in my hands so I can have less time to craft the arrows. You always want to use toolkits to make arrows if you can. The red ones actually cut your arrow making time in half. And instead of an hour and a half, it's 45 minutes per arrow. These ones only cut it down very little. It's like an hour and a half to 1.22 or something like that. So it's not as great a it's not as great a discount, but you know. A quote of nervous energy. I can't get your balls right now. Who keeps tweeting stuff? Okay. Alright, so we got 17 arrows now, which is awesome. Got a couple arrow shafts on us. Got a couple arrowheads. We got a good bow and a bad bow. I think I'm going to want to... Let's see what our weight is. 43. Okay, it's not too bad. I think I will want to take a couple of cured birch just to have them. I want to take 1 cured maple just to have it. Leave it to Gameslift. I know. Leave it to Gameslift. Let's see if we can repair up. What's in worse shape? Our pants or our boots? They both suck. I'm going to repair up my boots because I have other pants I can put on. Oh wow, it's gonna take 2 hours with that. Hour 16 with that, okay. I don't even know if I have an hour 16 to do it, so. Alright, boots are back to 100, that's great. Rabbit skin stuff is good. See, I can put those on the inside for a little while and just save them. I don't get as much windproof. I don't get as much protection either. I'm just gonna keep it that way. Well, we'll have some deer skin we can mess around with. And then tomorrow we leave. Tomorrow we go. I can find a spot to put my bedroll down. There we go. We get to sleep in the corner. Gameslift is amazing, Panda Lover. Gameslift will actually be joining me tomorrow. Gameslift will be joining me tomorrow along with Casadargo's Roar. We'll be playing some Icarus in the afternoon tomorrow, which I'm very, very excited about. And then on Sunday, I'll be playing a little solo Icarus as well. But yes, tomorrow, Cassadar goes Roar, and Gameslift will be joining me in the afternoon. VR Drunken Monkey might be coming by as well. And a Jarl of Goats may or may not. He may or may not have a prior commitment, so he may or may not be joining us for that time. But it should be fun. Even if it's just Gameslift, I would be totally stoked, because Gameslift is awesome, and I love him to death. So, yeah, we're going to have a good time tomorrow. It's going to be fun. We're going to do some Long Dark in the morning, starting at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And by the way, the schedule here on Twitch now takes into account whatever time zone you are in. So if you look at my schedule here on Twitch, it will convert it into your time zone now. So even if you're on the, I guess, the other side of the world, it'll convert whatever time you're at. Whatever time I put in there is in Pacific Standard Time, but it will convert it to your time zone, which is freaking awesome. Actually, what can I do here right now? I probably need to sharpen something up. Let's sharpen that up. Yeah, I just saw the notification when I went on there today. I didn't know they'd implemented that. I'd heard that they were talking about implementing that, but I didn't know they had actually done it, which is it's actually very exciting, because that way, wherever you are in the world, you can see what time my stream is going to start at on your schedule, not based on, you know, having to do conversions and going, okay, he's talking Pacific Standard Time, I'm on this time zone, what do I do? What does that mean to me? Which is great. Plus, right now on Stream Elements, you get 10% off all my merchandise loot. So go get there. Go get some loots. Go get some Atheenon loot, boys and girls. We got mugs. We got t-shirts. We got blankets. We got mouse pads. We got everything your little heart could desire. Well, maybe they just put that notice up, Smelly Fries, and I'm just noticing it now, which would not surprise me in the least bit. I am not the sharpest knife in the block. Never claimed to be, never will claim to be. So I could have totally missed that. I could have totally, absolutely missed that. I thought it was a new thing because it just popped up there today. I was like, oh, that's cool. I just remember seeing that going, oh, that's kind of cool. That's cool beans. But maybe it's probably been there all along, and I'm just a dum-dum. It's probably been there all along, and I'm just a big dummy. I'm just a big old dummy. But it is kind of cool. So if you ever want to see the schedule, just go on the Twitch, check it out. It converts it all over to your own time zone. I'm gonna grab. I got 13 matches. I'm gonna get more matches in Pleasant Valley. I'm not gonna grab any more matches. We're good. We're good to go. I'm definitely taking all my arrowheads and all that stuff. I got some rabbit hides. Got a couple feathers. Got a piece of metal. I can leave the metal here, actually. We'll find more metal. I'm going to grab a couple cured guts. And I'm going to take these deer hides with me because, well, I'm just going to take one of them with me. Which one's in better? That's 75. I'm going to leave the 69 here. I'm going to take the 75 with me. You'll sharpen my knives free of charge. Oh, nice. Nice. Alright, let's grab 2 more guts just to have them with us. Actually, let's just grab 3 more. That still puts us below 40 kilos, so. To create the function would almost be no work at all from the developer's point of view. Yeah, I never knew it existed, Quack, so I'm just sharing my enjoyment that I thought I was sharing information, but we'll switch it to sharing our joy that it is possible for you to see what time my stream is going to be in your own time zone without having to do the math. Because I am bad at math. That's what it comes down. Oh, jeez. Thank you, Smelly Fries, for the bear apocalypse there. That's what it comes down for me, is I'm bad at math. So when somebody tells me even if somebody tells me they're on Eastern time zone, I have to go, okay, It's 3 o'clock here, 4, 5, 6. I have to do it on my hands. Even though I know it's only a 3-hour difference. I have to do it on my hand. And don't even get me started on mountain time and central time, and I don't know what the difference between those are. Don't even start me on that. When a ducky hug doesn't work, the bear does. And then daylight savings time, which daylight savings time doesn't save anybody anything. Daylight savings time is just as confusing to me now as it was when I was when I was a young kid, and I thought daylight savings time meant we were actually traveling in time an hour ahead, or traveling in time an hour in the past. I kid you not. Hey, seven-year-old me was way dumber than, well, was just more naive than I am now. I thought we were actually time traveling. I got excited. I was like, ooh, we're going back an hour in time. We should all say good things when we think them. So, thank you, Atheen chat, for always being a place to go smile and set aside the rest of the world. You are all amazing, and thank you very much. Well, Mark Wars, thank you for being part of our community, and each and every one of you, thank you for being part of our community, part of our fellowship here. We've found each other through this game and through my channel and through other people's channels on this platform as well, and I am super blessed and thankful that you all join me and have fun with me and chat. I love seeing the chat. I love reading the chat and kind of interacting with you guys. It lifts my spirits and it makes my day better. I feel like I'm a better person because of all of you. I feel like I have a better outlook on life. I'm not as depressed. And it gives me a good place, a good outlet, and I think you guys a good outlet to, you know, talk about stuff. I mean, we've talked about serious stuff, we've talked about happy stuff, sad stuff. But, you know, gives us a great opportunity to talk about it all and just kind of be in a place where we know people aren't gonna, like, trash us and make fun of us and be dicks. I can't say anything grown up. Grown up me stood outside of Walmart and forgot where I lived for 5 minutes. Hey. When asked what's in Sobe, Ath responds with, it's got all those ing things that I can't pronounce. Yes. We've come to a place in life where we all know who the best doctor is. This is true. It is always Tom Baker. That is the answer. We're all time travelers. Oh, well, we love you all. We all love you. Gaming Granny, hello as well. Kane, I'm so glad you're here too, my friend. Quack, Juma Cow, Smelly Fries, Mark Wars, Python Papa, Juggalo Mob. It is no, it's not 4:20 yet. It's only 3 o'clock. Mark Wars will let me know when it's 4:20. Juggalo Mob. Yeah, he'll let me. Okay, he'll let me know when it's 4:20. He'll be like, oh, by the way, Atheenon, 4:20, bro. I'll be like, 4:20, bro! Now, there's a deer in here. I wonder what condition this deer is in. Or if it's even in condition that we can get anything off of it. I'm going to take everything off of him at one time because I'm afraid that if I do not, it's going to basically be ruined when I go back. I'm curious to see what the condition... It's at 35%, so that's not that bad. That's not that bad. Oh, dead dude. Oh, yeah, I was gassing away as usual. Well, I appreciate you. I appreciate you understanding, Gaming Granny. And seriously, if I ever miss anybody saying hello when you come in, it is not because I'm intentionally, unless it's Mark Wars, it's not because I'm intentionally looking away and pretending you didn't say hello. I may be gaslighting on something. I may be waxing poetically on something. I may be answering somebody else's question, and I may just be forgetting about, you know, looking at chat for a minute. But if I do forget to say hello, please feel free to say hello again. I will never, ever say, oh, Don't spam chat with hellos. I wouldn't mind if people just said hello to me every time they came in the chat. That'd be awesome. I started a new run. There's no carcasses. I'm on pilgrim, so definitely a bug. Yeah. Well, the carcass I had no carcasses in the ravine, Water Lily, except for the one at the bottom of the ravine, which I got to take the meat off of, and then it was gone. It was too low. It was too low condition for me to get anything off of. Mark Wars is not as usual. I just explained all that. I forgot this is the Cairn cave. Yes, this one has a lot of Cairns in it. I love you 10 times, Evangeline. I love you 10 times. Somebody had a girlfriend. I bet whoever wrote that to Evangeline, I bet that dude is now going, yeah, I broke up with her like 3 years ago, man. I wish I hadn't dedicated a Cairn to her in Long Dark. Now every time I go through there, I have to see this Cairn saying I love you 10 times to a girl that I broke up with a year and a half ago. That's my headcanon on it anyway. That's my headcanon. That's why you do not dedicate something like that or get a tattoo of somebody like that ever. We don't ever get a tattoo or anything like that, because that's just, yeah. Way to make a message turn sour. Well, Smelly Fries, what do you think the chances? What do you think the chances are that Evangeline and whoever wrote that message are still together? I mean, if they are, God bless them. That is awesome and amazing. But what are the chances? I mean, how many of us in our younger days were so out there with our love for somebody that we did something permanent that is out there forever that now we regret because for whatever reasons, it doesn't have to be bad reason, but for whatever reasons, it didn't work out with that person. And now we look at that and go, oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. No. I was saying, Hawkeye, that's why you never get the name of a significant, like, unless you've been married to somebody for like a decade, do not go out within the first week or two and get a tattoo of somebody saying I love you. I had never done that myself. Just a cautionary tale because I had a friend who did that. It wasn't the first week, it was the first month. But it can be a dangerous slope to go down, within that, but you're in the bloom of love. We all love the bloom of love. Come on now. Who doesn't love that first like, there's nothing like the first 2 to 3 weeks of love. There is nothing that will ever equate to that. I mean, the feelings you have, the emotions you have, you feel like you're 12 years old again. You're giddy as a schoolgirl, and no regrets. Oh, I always have regrets. Yeah, exactly. Something like a Metallica tattoo. How could you ever regret that? We were talking specifically about going and getting that early tattoo for a loved one. Now, if you're together with a person for like 5-10 years, I can totally see that. I mean, that person is always gonna, even honestly, even if you break up with that person will always be on your heart in one way or the other. I mean, they will. It's just, that's just, they're just part of your life now, especially if you have like a kid with them or something. But yeah, that was my point. and that's how I turned a beautiful message that somebody wrote to Evangeline saying I love you 10 times into a sad, depressing soliloquy about why you don't make things permanent. And who knows, maybe him and Evangeline, I hope they are still together. I hope they've been together for 15 years, 20 years at this point, and that is a love letter to his wife. I hope that's the case. I hope that's the case. Do I believe it is? Probably. But because I'm a cynical bastard. Then change it to I love Panama. Nice. Well, I have a tattoo, well, you can't see it, but I have a tattoo somewhere that says I love Mark Wars. that I will never regret. But that tattoo only gets sent out. The pictures of that tattoo only get sent out in the DM, so. Hey now.
Oh my. Oh my.
Oh my. What is that, George? What is that you say, George?
Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh my, my, my.
Oh my, indeed. True cynic always backtracks so they don't sound so mean and cynical. I can't help it, Gaming Granny. I will admit I am a cynical person. I try to see the best in people, but I've lived enough life that I've seen a lot of bad in people too, and it always makes me kind of go, ugh. I don't want to be fooled again, I guess, you know? Don't want to be fooled again. You know, it's one of those things where when you're young and you get fooled, you can handle it. It sucks, and you cry in your shower and are very sad for a while. But, you know, as you get older, you kind of try to look out for those things. You try to not get fooled again. What's that song? I won't be fooled again. What's that saying? Fool me. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me once, fool me twice, I won't be fooled again. What the heck? That was so weird. That was so weird. Oh yeah! Woo! That worked better than anything I ever thought it would. Heck yeah! Hello, Mr. Bear. I did the quick pastime figuring, well, it might work. It might work. That's how you open hunt a bear. Without any sort of climbing or anything like that. If you have the flare gun, you shoot him once to get him to charge, and then you shoot him with the flare gun to take him down. We're eating bear tonight, baby. Bear's back on the menu, boys. That went smooth as silk. Oh wow, I even have a book. I don't need the Wilderness Kitchen book because we already got Cooking 5. So we got 100% mag fire chance. I want my mag lens fire. And I'm gonna get my mag lens fire. Bear down, bear down. That deserves the. I got to show you the new Mountain Dew I got. Hold on one second. I'll be right back.
Perfect.
So I went shopping last night, and by the way, I did get cheese. I did get cheese last night, so come this Sunday you can play the cheese card. I'll have that one open for use. But when I was there, they have a Mountain Dew. It's the gingerbread snapped Mountain Dew. It's Mountain Dew with a blast of gingerbread flavor. I haven't tried it yet. I wanted to try it on stream so you guys could get my unvarnished opinion of it. Gingerbread Mountain Dew. I had to pick it up. I had to pick up a 12-pack because I was like, they don't have it in any other size. And I was like, okay, I gotta try this out. I'm sure it is absolutely hideous, and I'm gonna have regrets.
This pack is getting too heavy.
I'm gonna have regrets. But I have to give it a shot. I have to. There's no two ways about it. Am I feeling Christmassy?
Nice
And he smells like strawberries.
You know, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I'm feeling Christmassy yet or not. You bought it 2 rows in the rain? Oh, have you tried it? Have you tried it? As much fun as it's been, it's time for bed. Oh, Quack, have a great... Don't go get weird tattoos now. Oh, I was thinking of getting a long, dark axe. I was thinking of getting the axe, like on the forehead, and then the axe handle down across my eye, so when I close my eyelid, that's the full axe. Don't you think that'd look good? Wouldn't I look tough with that? I'd be like, you know, that'd be like prison tattoo type thing. I would be like Mr. Tough Guy with that. That was my thought anyway. It's just, you know, try to be as tough as I possibly could. Thank you for the follow there, Jolly Doodle. That's a gang. Is that a gang sign? No, it's the long dark sign, my friends. It's the long dark sign. Okay, I gotta try this out. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. I'm gonna give this Mountain Dew gingerbread snapped Mountain Dew. That's kind of weird. Wow. You can really taste the gingerbread after you drank it. It kind of leaves a gingerbread kind of taste in your mouth. That is so strange. It's not bad. It's not, honestly, it's not particularly good, but it's not bad. Yeah, it's not horrible. It's not good. It's not like it's bad. It's weird. It's the weirdest thing I've ever drank. I don't know what to think about it. That is so strange. Yeah, Mountain Dew, if you want to sponsor me, I will definitely tell people. Gingerbread snapped Mountain Dew. It's not horrible. It's not horrible. I'm sure they're like, yeah, we'll take a hard pass on that, sir. Thank you for offering your services, but we'll take a hard pass on you doing any sort of promotion for us. Gingerbread snapped. It's not horrible. It's not absolutely horrible. But Jolly Doodle, yes, River, I love. Wait till we get a host or a raid, Jolly. Then you'll see Jane. Then you'll see Jane go. Time for some thrill and heroics. I even have my official. The green screen kind of ruins it, but I have my official Jane hat. Jane, man they call Jane. He robs from the rich and he gives to the poor. Stood up for the man and he gave him what for. Oh, Firefly is my second favorite sci-fi show of all time, my friends. Jane was one of the best. I watched Chuck. I specifically watched Chuck because the guy who played Jane was in Chuck. I didn't give a crap about that series except for Chuck. But Jolly Doodle, you are more than welcome here anytime you want to, my friend. Anytime you want to. Actually, you know what? I want these to be even so I can harvest this meat in the meantime. I'm going to speed those up real quick. Throw 2 pieces on there, 2 pieces on there. Put a piece there. And that one doesn't belong. There we go. But yes, when we get a host or raid, you'll see some thrill and heroics going on. Time for some thrill and heroics. This hat's pretty fine, isn't it? You know, people would see a man in that hat, and they'd be like, that person is not afraid of anything. Damn straight. Damn straight, sir. And we just got a bear, and guess what, Mark Wars? We just got a bear, and the storm started up right now. All right, we're gonna get back to regular long dark. Yeah, I don't wear the Jane hat very often. I'm my best friend. She got me this Jane hat, and I was just like over the moon. But you see, the green screen doesn't like the yellow. It's weird. It's not green, but it doesn't like the yellow at certain angles. At certain angles, I think it turns green to it or something. I don't know. It's very strange. It's very, very weird. Hey, Barefoot Smasher! Barefoot Smasher. Are you smashing people's bare feet out there? That's not very nice. It's not very nice. Oh, Hawkeye, you don't want to see what's going on in my head, man.
Carry this load for much longer.
It would be. It's a very, very empty void inside there. Let's just say. Pretty empty void, my friends. But Barefoot Masher, welcome to the stream, buddy. Thoughts on if they remove the torch stone mechanic versus wolves? I don't think they're going to. I mean, I personally don't think that's going to happen. But if they did, we just have to find out another way to deal with them. I mean, I personally throw rocks at wolves all the time with no torch in my hand at all. And I'm pretty successful most of the time in making them run away. Oh, jeez Louise. Thank you for the 100 bits, by the way. Thank you very much, my friend. But yeah, if they did remove it, I remember when they removed bait from the game, and we were all pissed off. We were all like, what are we ever gonna do now? What are we ever gonna do now? We can't drop bait for wolves anymore and have it actually be effective. We found a way. We found a way. We made it work. You know, when they change the rules, you just either have to adapt or die. And we'll find ways to adapt. We'll find ways to do other stuff. So, same with the lit torch and climbing. Well, no, that's a brand new thing. I don't think that's going to ever be fixed. I think that was totally intentional, Riku. I think the climbing with torches and guns was totally an intentional decision. Totally intentional. Oh, bait hasn't worked for like 2 years now.
I barely walked with this.
If you drop bait for a wolf, it will sometimes go towards the bait, sometimes not. But the moment you draw your bow or arrow to shoot at it, it's going to charge you. So it doesn't really work anymore. So yes, bait has not worked for a while. Well, yeah, I mean, it was a really cheesy way to kill the wolves. I think we can all agree that it was cheese on a big piece of cheese melted over a big mountain of cheese. But at the same time, it's what we were all used to. And with any game, when they change a base mechanic that we are all used to using, and they make it something different, it's always going to have repercussions. There's always going to be repercussions when they do that. We're going to have to find a different way to do something. We're going to have to figure out a different mechanic. Whatever it is. And it made us really readjust our thinking on wolves. It made wolves, I think, a little more dangerous in the game, which honestly I think is a good thing overall. It makes you not just take wolves for granted. It makes you not go, oh, I'll just drop a piece of bait and then I'll shoot him in the face. You have to be like, okay, I got to man up or woman up. I got to person up, wait for that wolf to charge me, and right when he gets about to where that bear leg is, try to shoot him somewhere in there before he attacks me. And so it did make hunting a lot scarier in the game, especially of wolves.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
So in a way, I'm glad they did it because it upped the stakes. After we got over our initial, oh my god, I can't believe they did that, which is what all of us said. We were all like, oh my god, I can't believe they took away the baiting of wolves. That's so ridiculous. You can probably go back and see videos of me railing against it. You can probably go back and see videos of me getting all upset about it. But, you know, once we got over that, we just moved along. We readjusted, we figured out a new way to do things, and you know, that's one thing that's kind of cool about this game is that, you know, you can always readjust, you can refocus what you're doing, make sure you're doing the right stuff, and at the same time, you can always go, what can I do better? What can I do different? How can I survive this a little bit better? So, you know, I'm not bitter about it anymore. I mean, I'm more bitter that after they put the revolver into the game, they gave us the 4 days of night that following year. They gave us 4 days of night, substituted in a whole bunch of revolver ammo for the rifle ammo that we usually would get, and then didn't give us any revolvers. I'm still more annoyed by that. That, to me, was just a lack of foresight on their part. Why would they do one but get rid of one but keep the other? Because honestly, Goonies, I think the reasoning behind it was that the torch rock thing is good for scaring wolves away, but they will always come back. You can't kill a wolf doing that. So the torch rock thing keeps them away from you. The bait shooting them thing kills them and removes them from the equation altogether. Does that make sense? Which is what I think they were trying to get away from. They were trying to get away from people being able to just bait them. I don't know who did that. Being able to bait them and kill them. They just wanted to be like, okay, you can still scare them away if you don't have a weapon, but you can't just outright just basically line the wolves up for slaughter, which is what. I mean, and I'm just as guilty of it. I'd play tic-tac wolves and line up 3 in a row. Because you could pretty much tee up a wolf. You could tee him up with the bait, and you could have bait laid out in such a way that you could kill wolves and have them lined right up in a row on the ground for you. So, is that where the clip "Why No Gun" came from? Yes, that is. That was. I was extreme. And Smelly Fries, I looked everywhere. I asked anybody in chat, if you ever see a revolver in this game, please let me know where it is. Because I would love to have one. And it was I didn't have the space to spell out "Why No Revolver," so we just put out "Why No Gun." We just did a clip of "Why No Gun" with all of the revolver ammo that the game had given us. I think the game gave me over 200 revolver ammo and no revolver in that 4 days of night scenario. I was a little bit perturbed. I was teensy bit perturbed. A teensy weensy perturbed. So for me, it was my childish 12-year-old who came out and went, "I didn't get my toy. I want my toy. Where's my toy?" I was actually, to be totally honest, I was just more annoyed at the fact that the revolver ammo replaces the well, at least in 4 days of night. Revolver ammo was replacing the spawn locations of the rifle ammo. So we were, the year before, and I went back and looked, the year before we had got like over, like almost 200 rifle ammos. And that year we got, I think, like 50 or 60. So, and we had no way to, and in 4 days of night, there's no way to make bows. So we had no bow or anything. We found a couple bows, but we didn't really have a way to make bows. And so it was very discouraging. We were mainly depending on the guns to shoot the wolves. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, the lack of revolvers, that did it. Oh, it chafed my hide in 4 days of night.
The power in the verse.
That was the only thing I did not like. Thank you for the follow there, toilet. Taku? Maybe it's Teaku. I'm not sure. But thank you for the follow, my friend. Yeah, the lack of revolvers in 4 days of night just really, really bothered me. It was just like, okay, I understand you guys just released revolvers into the game, because this is right after revolvers came out. But it's like, if you're gonna re-encode the loot to include revolver ammo, come on, help me out, help a brother out here. I just wanted a revolver to shoot at some wolves with. I wasn't asking for the sky, and I wasn't meaning to do that, but we'll do it anyway. I was meaning to do this. I have everything sorted by weight still. But yeah, I mean, 4 days of night. I was sort of sad they just didn't re-release 4 days of night this year. I didn't really understand the logic behind that. I mean, I guess they would have to do a bunch of updating and stuff to make it work right. By the way, I have my Mountain Dew gingerbread snapped Mountain Dew, baby. Ginger snap Mountain Dew. Gingerbread snap Mountain Dew. It's not horrible. That's about all I can say about it. I wish I could say that, but I know. Well, we had over 200 wolves in the first year of 4 days a night. 200 wolves in the first year of 4 days a night. Yeah, Escape the Darkwalker is a permanent challenge now, which is nice. I like that. And it has an ending, too. How you doing, little blind mouse? Hey, you know, I saw it, Goonies, and I was like, I like ginger snaps. I like ginger snap cookies. I figure a ginger snap Mountain Dew might be good. It's not horrible. It's not the best thing I've ever drank, but it's not horrible. It has a little bit of a... it almost has... You know how when you drink, like, say, a diet soda, and it leaves kind of that aftertaste, that weird non-sugar aftertaste in your mouth from whatever the chemical sugar they put in it to sweeten it with it? You know how it leaves that weird taste in your mouth afterwards? It's kind of like that. You get a weird ginger snap taste in your mouth. But it's not that bad. It's not horrible. I stand by my it's not horrible, okay? I think my it's not horrible is a completely valid description of it. But I cannot wait till the next update comes out. Oh God, it's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. What do you think of me now, Cave? Watermelon juice, when is the next update? It's not horrible. It's not exactly horrible. It's really not. It's pretty good, actually. I like Mr. Bear's Cave. It makes me happy. And I've got lots of food here. Now, see, this is a situation, boys and girls, that if you were grinding out days, if you were really grinding days, and you were just wanting to, like, grind out a week or two in game, I could easily grind a week or two in this cave. If I wanted to. If you just wanted to set down roots, this would be an ideal, this is where you would grind out time. Is you just come to a cave like this, you kill the bear, you then sit in his cave, and you just grind out a week or two in game. Because we got plenty of, I mean, look at all the food we have. We have plenty of food. We got plenty of, we can make plenty of water. Yeah, and if you sit in the outside part of the cave, you get your blizzard feet going on as well. So, great place to grind it out. And look, you can even map. Look at that, we did a little map. Is that all I got? Is one? No, I got a whole bunch here. I'm just gonna drop those here. Bye-bye. What's our weight at? 41, okay. Yes, I lured him in and killed the bear in his own cave. Well, he was out there, Fire Monkey Rob. See that rock out there? He was out there, so I shot him at this angle. He came charging in, so I backed up here, and I whipped out my I whipped it out and shot him with the flare gun. After I shot him with that, I saw it hit him, so I turned around. I did a quick pastime for an hour, and he dropped right there. He dropped right there for us. It was like, oh, baby, yeah. It's like, oh, yeah, baby. You just drop right out there, Mr. Bear. I will be more than happy to have you do that, my friend. The pastime thing only look when you aren't looking at them. Yes, generally. You don't want to be looking at them. They'll run around a lot. If you look away from them and you just quickly do it before they get going, like really get going, well, the geometry of this cave also makes it hard for the bear to run out. Once the bear is in here, generally he'll probably bop back and forth in this cave a bunch of times before he runs out of the cave. So, generally he will be in this cave for a little while. The passing of time just gives it. They still move when you pass time on them. They just don't go very far. They don't go as far as if you don't. And we were in the warm part of the cave anyway, so it's like, forget it. Who cares? At least I can pass time, get them to drop soon, and not have to worry about them. We're going to go check for the moose over here, because sometimes the moose will be at the pensive pond, and we're right by it, so we might as well go check on it. I mean, if we get a moose-bear combo, if we can get the moose-bear, we are going to be so, like, mwah, so set up. It's just going to be beautiful. The moose bear would just be the ultimate. I don't think the moose is going to be over here, but we'll see. Got to be careful of wolves in here, though, too. I'm not seeing signs of moose mark on the trees. Yeah, I don't think the moose is over here, boys and girls. I'm not seeing any moose sign. So I'm thinking it's a big negatory. We do have a dead dude here though. Maybe he saw the moose. Dude, did you see a moose? Was there a moose over here, bro? He said no. Yeah, usually there'd be moose sign on one of those trees up there, and I am not seeing any. Is there a wolf, though? A moose bear sounds like a creature in Don't Starve. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Like a beefalo. Yeah, I see no moose sign on any of those trees. Nope. So if you don't find the moose here, yeah, I'm not a big alcohol drinker. I have a few ciders here and there, Juggalo, but that's about as hard as I go. And I never really drink to excess any longer. Just not my thing. It's not my thing. It never really was my thing, but yeah. I remember on one Interloper run, I shot the moose at Pensive Pond. He ran towards the bear, and the bear just came out of his cave, and I had to kill both the bear and the moose at the same time.
Did I say I hate being cold? Because I really do.
That's crazy, Fire Monkey. That is intense. Or when that's sort of like when you're out on Coastal Highway and you have like 4 wolves that are vectoring in on you because you have a gut that you forgot to drop, and all 4 wolves are coming at you, and you're like, what is going on? Where are these wolves coming from? And then later on, you discover you have an uncured gut on you, so the wolves are they're just all coming for you. And you're just like, oh, that was me. Never mind. That was my fault. Yeah, there's definitely no moose here. There'd be trees that would be scuffed over here if there was. The thing is, you can't always find the moose up. Even in weather like this, the moose is not always going to be up. Unlike bears, deers, wolves, rabbits, the moose is not up automatically if the weather's nice. The moose can spawn and despawn. He despawns during auroras. He despawns during snowstorms. I'm not sure if he despawns during fog. I don't think so. But he despawns definitely during those two static periods. But yeah, if you see the scuffed trees, where I'm not seeing any scuffs on any of these trees, it'd be a brown mark from about there down to there. That would mean that the moose is going to spawn here eventually, but I do not see anything around on any of the trees. So we'll have a moose over by the birch forest, which is way over there, right beyond the barn. But we're first going to go up to the radio control hut and see what we get there as far as loot goes. We're also going to take our hides and our guts with us, which is going to give us a little bit of smell. But, you know, I guess that'll weed out the wolves. At this stage of the game, I'm not that fearful of wolves. I got 18 arrows on me right now. 18 arrows. So I'm really not that afraid of the wolves. And I do have a 25% bow, but I also have a bow that is at 94%. We also have another maple on us. We have a couple more birch on us. We have a few arrowheads. We now actually have some more feathers from all the different things we just found. So we're going to go get warmed up in the cave. We're going to wait. We're going to sleep maybe. Well, not even sleep. We're just going to... I might sleep for an hour. We'll sleep for an hour in our bedroll in the cave. And we'll grab a couple pieces of meat. We'll grab all the guts, the hides, everything we want to cure. Because we're going to basically stash... In this zone, I stash my stuff down at the farmhouse. The farmhouse becomes my default sort of horde base for Pleasant Valley because it's so central. And if you're going to anywhere in Pleasant Valley, you generally are going somewhere around the farmhouse at some point. So, and it's got a 6-burner stove in it. What can you say? That right there is the win for me. All right. Get an hour of sleep here. At least get warmed up. And it might warm us up in an hour. We'll see when we get up. If nothing else, it's going to get it later in the day, so it'll be warmer out. Which is our main goal. Oh, yeah. Nice. What's our weight right now? 48. That affords us at least one piece of meat, but we'll eat up. We don't even need to eat up. Let's get one piece of meat. There we go. And now we're rocking what? 49.65. That's pretty much our max. Can't really carry a whole lot more. Now we'll just slowly walk over here. Well, I'm gonna run if I can. We're gonna go over here to the radio control hut, via the cave up here. Oh, I gotta stop picking up sticks. Jeez Louise, I'm already full up on stuff. I want to check the hunting blind. I also want to check the cave. And then we'll head up to the radio control hut for the night. Nice thing is we won't have to face the bear at the radio control hut because we already killed him. That bear right there wanders all the way up to the radio control hut and all the way back down. Atheenon will not be imitated by Hogan's Heroes style. I see nothing? Was that the style? The I see nothing style? The same thing happened again. Got the cedar cut bear and the moose by the cabin. Oh, yeah. Yep. Oh, jeez. Okay. Never mind. Oh, that's Fulgorio. Hello, Fulgorio. How are you doing tonight? How's it going tonight, my friend? Well, we got about another hour and 50 minutes along Dark, boys and girls. And then we're going to switch over and play a little Medieval Dynasty for a few minutes. For, well, a few hours. And then I'm going to go see Ghostbusters Afterlife tonight. I'm really looking forward to Ghostbusters Afterlife. It should be fun. Should be awesome. I really like the Ghostbusters, the original Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters 2 was okay. Never saw the next Ghostbusters after that. But Ghostbusters I absolutely love. One of my favorite movies. Love, love, love that movie. Don't think of anything. Except for a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. I always love that he thought of a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. That just was hilarious. That's gonna put me overweight.
He's getting too heavy to carry.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they made a Ghostbusters movie in 2016. I never went and saw it. The word on the street was that it was not that good. So I was like, nah, I think I'll pass. Hoping that wolf goes for the bunny rabbit. That was nice. Hello, bunny rabbits. Thanks for running interference for me, boys. Thanks, boys, for running the interference there. Appreciate your sacrifice. I knew about the one with the ladies in Hemsworth, but had no desire to see it. Yeah, I just didn't either. I just didn't have a real interest in it. It just didn't look that good. It just didn't look that good. I was just like, okay. I just don't have any interest. Thank you. Thank you for trying. Back off, man. I'm a scientist.
Barely walk with this much gear.
Oh, we already had a little bit of meat on us. Okay. You came back from the prom, victim? Oh, I hope you had a good prom. Now, were you going to the prom as a attendee, or you were going to the prom as a chaperone? Or were you going to the prom to crash it? Or what? We deserve prom points? Okay, prom points. Prom points! Prom points. Attendee, and an attendee. I never went to my prom. I had no interest. That's how little I cared. That's how little I cared. I had no interest. I had nobody that I wanted to go with. No.
Feels like night is coming.
I never went to mine. I was just like, nah, that's okay. I'm good. That's when I'm good. I'm good. I had never been able to claim prom points before. Well, there you go, Mark Wars. You got to claim prom points tonight, my friend. You got to claim the prom points tonight, buddy. Well, at least I scored over prom once in my life. Thanks, Atheenon. Well, there you go. Thank you, Neon, for the follow there. Yeah, and also I wasn't real popular in high school. Big shocker, I know. I was a big freaking nerd. You want to take Winona Ryder? She never responded. Yeah. I wanted to take Linda Carter. No, let's not go down that road again. Let's not go down that road again. I wanted to take Winona Ryder or Ione Skye. Is Ione Skye? Yeah. I want to take one of them. It's like a formal dinner where you get ribbons for good luck, and then you party and drink in Slovakia. Nice. That is a prom here with your classmates and head teachers. That's cool. Your Canadian girlfriend couldn't make it. Funny, funny thing, Holy Chow. My Canadian girlfriend couldn't make it either. Why do you think that was? Isn't that weird? Both of our Canadian girlfriends could not make it. Did you meet her at summer camp like I did? Because I met mine at summer camp. It was one of those, summer camp fling romance things, and she just couldn't make it. She was a bit busy. Yeah, what a coinky ding. What a coinky ding. Very similar stories. Well, it's good to know that I'm not alone. Is it good to play Interloper under alcohol influence? Probably not, no. It'll probably lead to much pain, suffering, and quick death. Would be my guess. Would be my guess. Yeah, those darn Canadian girlfriends that you meet at summer camp. They never come through. Someone knocked over a candle at my sister's prom and it caught a table on fire. Oh my gosh, the famous Canadian girlfriend, exactly. Canada's good for something, Mark Wars. Canada's good for fake girlfriends. Some days, boys and girls, you have to ask, Canada, what are they good for? They're good for fake girlfriends, maple syrup, and awesome viewers. See how I back-ended that in there? I backed in the compliment, And awesome viewers. Can't forget about the awesome viewers. And Long Dark. Yes, and the Long Dark. Canada is America's too, and they do a great job. And Wayne Gretzky. Yeah, and Wayne Gretzky. I will admit, I am not a hockey fan, and I still think Wayne Gretzky's awesome. So, I'm not a hockey fan, I still think he's awesome. So, what you gonna do there? Wow, just blizzard after blizzard after blizzard after blizzard. And your axe. And my axe. Do Canadians bathe prom dates in maple syrup? Yeah, but I think that's a specific kink, Python Papa. I don't think that translates real well down here into the United States. Maybe it's like the honey thing here in the United States. I don't know. I've never tested it out myself. Oh wow, it's even cold. It's -1 in here right now. But it's better than that, so. Oh, I forgot you do have Wolverine up there. That's true. Okay, Canada's good for a lot of things then. Golly gee. Canada's good for a lot of things then. Golly. Guess I gotta admit it, Canada's good for a bunch of stuff. But please go check out the merchandise as well, boys and girls. If you are a subscriber to the channel and you want to get some merchandise, you get a discount on the merchandise based upon your subscriber level. Level 1 subscribers get 10% off all merchandise purchased through the end of the year. Level 2s get 15% off, and level 3s get 20% off through the end of the year on all merchandise. So feel free to go pick some up. Not that I'm going to plug my merchandise a whole lot, but yeah. I figured I saw the link there. I had to say something. I gotta start plugging myself. Gotta start promoting. Self-promotion. Self-promotion, baby.
sure I can carry much more.
We had an American teacher in our school from Florida, and recently he got beaten up by some Slovakians because they thought he was faking being an American. Why would you beat somebody up? I never understand people. I just don't get things, I guess. I just don't understand things. I don't know. I don't get life some days, I guess. Okay, well, you know what? I know how to get there in a blizzard, so I don't care. We're gonna grab all of our stuff. We're gonna grab all of our stuff, and we're gonna head over and get into the, we're gonna go. We're just going. We're doing a YOLO, boys and girls. YOLO! Why are the bunnies out? That makes me scared.
I can't feel my feet.
Wow, that quick and you can't feel your feet. We've been out here like 2 seconds. 2 seconds, darling. By the way, Mountain Dew a gingerbread snap. It's not horrible. What is the highest possible negative degrees? I've seen, let's see, what was it, Mark Wars? I think the record was negative 116 that somebody got.
I'm gonna lay down.
I think I got negative 114 on one of my characters in Bleak Inlet. Right now it's only negative 98 or 88. So it's not as cold as it could be. But I think negative 116 was the actually recorded lowest temperature in Bleak Inlet. I forget. I'm trying to rack my brain who it was. Mark Wars knows who it is though. He could tell us who got that. But yeah, I think I got negative 114 or negative 115 myself in Bleak Inlet. Bleak Inlet so far seems to be like the coldest area in the game. It used to be Pleasant Valley, but yeah, it's not anymore. I haven't been to Bleak Inlet yet. Is that why everyone hates it? Well, it's weather like this a lot, Jumacao. It's a combination of bad weather, rapidly shifting winds, not a lot of fuel in the game in that zone. There's not a lot of sticks to pick up in that zone, just in general, and you have to contend with the Timberwolves. So there's multiple factors that just make it a very unattractive zone, and there's not a lot there that makes it attractive to go there. That's the other side of the coin, is that they didn't put like a cool thing in the zone like they did with Ash Canyon, that you can go there and get a good benefit out of. Spoke to Thomasina about Bleak Inlet, and she said that the weather is trash, but you can get multiple sunny days in a row, though. Yeah, you can get multiple sunny days in a row. Starting a fire, though, even on a sunny day there, starting a fire can be a pain in the butt. Because the wind is always shifting. So you build a fire behind a rock, and 10 minutes later, the wind shifts and blows your fire out. The weather there is just generally garbage. And for Interloper, there's nothing there that you cannot get elsewhere in the game with a third of the energy and a third of the pain. So, at Bleak Inlet, I always tell people, if you want to go there on Interloper, feel free. Just make sure you take lots of cloth, lots of fuel, lots of arrows, and a bow and maybe another bow, because there's not a whole lot of stuff in the zone for you. And you're going to need a lot of arrows to deal with the Timberwolves. A lot of arrows. And Timberwolves tend to tank arrows pretty well. And if you aren't going in there with arrow skill 5, you aren't going to get a lot of critical hits on those wolves. All right, we're just going to drop. I'm going to drop all this stuff here. Oh, that one's cured now. Nice. Let's drop that one. Let's drop the fresh bear hide, fresh rabbit hide. I don't have any meat on me, do I? No. Yeah. I mean, on lower levels, on lower difficulty levels, it is nice because you can repair your guns there. You can make ammunition there. But yeah, Thomasina's, she is absolutely lovely.
I'll take it.
I think I'm going to spell her name right. Asina. I think I spelled it right. I hope I did. Let's see if I spelled it right. Yeah, I got it right. Woo! I had a moment there where I was worried. But yes, go check out Thomasina if you've not. She is absolutely adorable and lovely. Very friendly and really has a lot of fun playing the Long Dark. She plays a lot of the Long Dark. And she's really nice. She's absolutely genuinely a sweetheart. So please go give her a follow. Check her out sometime when she's streaming. And give her some love. Maxie, how you doing? Maxie Max, how's it going, my friend? Welcome in. We got about another hour of Long Dark to go, boys and girls. We just got here to Pleasant Valley. We got the bear right by the entrance to the zone. So we were like, woohoo, yay. So we now have a bear hide and a whole bunch of guts that we can carry around. So we came over here to get whatever we could get here. I didn't have high hopes that I'd find a lot of stuff here, but there's always some food and stuff. The radio control hut used to be like the cool early loot spot in Interloper. It's not so much anymore. It has some good stuff. You'll find a lot of food here. You'll find there's always a flare in here somewhere. Sometimes you'll find a little bit of clothing. We didn't find any clothing this time. It used to be you'd always find at least boots, some sort of shirt, and possibly combat pants inside the radio control hut. It's not true anymore. You don't get that. You don't get that caliber of loot in here any longer. So it's kind of sad that they changed that and got rid of some of that stuff. But you know, with all the other changes they've made in the game, yeah, you can sometimes get a heavy hammer here as well. I forgot about that. Thank you very much for bringing that up, Fire Monkey Rob. With all the other changes they've made in the game, I understand. I don't like it, but I understand why you can't get as much good stuff here. Because they need to spread the loots out. On my Interloper run, I only need to do an Ash Canyon run, Timberwolf Mountain run, and I'm done with all the regions in terms of exploring and finding gear. What should be my next step after that? Your next step after that is, I know it sounds, I'm like I'm trying to pass the buck, but the next step after that, Victim, is kind of up to you. Do you like to set up mini bases in different zones? If you do, go start hunting some big animals. Try to hunt a bear or a moose in every zone, and set up places where you have moose meat and water and fuel in every single zone. Try to make a few forge runs. Get some craft up a few more knives, hatchets, and arrowheads. A good late game move is to go to Desolation Point, forge up like 3 or 4 knives and hatchets. Forge up a bunch of arrowheads, take them back to Coastal Highway and leave like a knife, a hatchet, and a few arrowheads there. Go to Pleasant Valley, leave a knife, a hatchet, few arrowheads in the farmhouse. Go to Mystery Lake, leave a knife, a hatchet, and some arrowheads at the dam. And then you just kind of set up a supply. It's sort of like setting up a supply chain of stuff. So then you can just drop a lot of the things that you normally have to carry, a bunch of sticks or something. You can drop a whole bunch of stuff, and you can still move around in the game, and you can go from place to place, just fulfilling whatever your needs are. Me, I just like, and then you could also, you know, if you don't like to do that, if you like to learn more about the maps, go try to find a Polaroid in every zone. There are Polaroids in just about every zone. Go find the Polaroid. Go up to where it says to use it. Make a map. Get a whole bunch of charcoal. Travel around and try to fill in this whole map. I have one character that we just filled in every map of every zone on that character, and it was a lot of fun. We played for a couple hundred days doing that. So that's something you can do as well. Try to work on the Steam achievements. Try to work on the in-game feats. Try to work on those if you want to. But like I said, it's totally up to you and what your play style is and what you feel comfortable doing. So that, you know, it's just one of those things where you have to do what's gonna feel comfortable for you. And not everybody plays the game the same way, but that's the joy and the beauty of this game too, is that none of that stuff, any of it that I said, is wrong. None of it's right for everybody, but none of it's wrong either. And nothing you do is wrong either. Whatever you do, as long as you're having fun doing it and you're playing the long dark, you're doing it right. The only time you're doing it wrong is if you're not playing the long dark or you're miserable. And how you doing, Nocturnal Druid? Good to see you, my friend. Thompson's Crossing Crossing made looting PB tedious. It did. I personally, they took all the loot that was in the store and they just spread it out through Thompson's Crossing. That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. But Nocturnal Druid, I hope you're doing good. Oh, jeez Louise. So I had some medicine drama with insurance. Oh no, little blind mouse, that sucks. That sucks. Had a rough day, but it happens from time to time. Oh man, well, I hope being here for a few hours, Nocturnal Druid, will make your day a little bit better. And I hope your mom's doing okay. And we're here for you, my friend. Just hang out with us, laugh a little bit, that good stuff. Finally got off the phone with the medicine guys the other day. It was like, oh, less than my usual pleasant self. You know, little blind mouse, there is nothing like being on the phone with medical people that'll sort of set your day awry. There's nothing quite like it.
Oh, so cold.
I've had a few conversations on the phone with medical people that, well, I count insurance people to be in there with the medical people because they're in cahoots with them. Let's just be honest. They're in cahoots with them. They are. But, I count them in there too. But I've had a few good interactions. I'm not going to just whitewash everybody with one brush. I've had some good interactions with some medical and some insurance stuff. But generally, 90% of the time, it's not been real positive. Because generally, you don't call them unless there's a problem. If there's not a problem, you aren't calling your insurance person to check up on them and see how they're doing that day. How's it that I've searched almost all the zones on my run and have not found a single pack of tea but like 4 Mackinaws? Some runs are like that, Victim. Some runs are like that. Well, and also the other thing you have to remember, Victim, is that most of the time herbal tea spawns inside of containers. Like it'll spawn inside a cupboard, it'll spawn inside a box, and all teas and coffees have a decay value, and if they ever get to 0, that tea or coffee packet will disappear. So if you get to, say, the summit too late in the game, you won't find any teas or coffees there. There's a few instances I know in Mystery Lake, in the Mystery Lake camp office, there is a possible box of tea that sits out on the counter, those, even if they get to 0, will not disappear. But, well, decay seems to be a little broken right now, Victim. I'm finding animals that are like in really low condition that should not be. I found some other items that are in really low condition that shouldn't be. It seems like decay is maybe a little broken, but I'm not 100% sure. But on day 67, I can guarantee you, on day 67, you have not searched every box, every car, every container. You've not searched everything yet. There's no possible way in 67 days, unless you search up an entire zone in like a day and a half, that you've looked at every place. That just doesn't seem possible. Unless you were just moving and never did a forge run or never did anything else. But that just seems I mean, there's a lot of out-of-the-way places that will have supplies like that you may not have gone to yet. And the major buildings do not always have them. If you didn't do a forge run, you'd be dead 50 times. Yeah, that's usually the case in Interloper, for sure. But there's a lot of little out-of-the-way places. There's a lot of little caves. There's a lot of little shelters, a lot of little huts. There's a lot of little outdoor places that will have loot like that. I've found herbal teas in really weird places. To be honest, Interloper doesn't have a lot of herbal tea. I don't think I've found an herbal tea yet on my run. I haven't found one herbal tea yet. So I'm on day 80, and I've not found one herbal tea yet. Thanks for the good tip. Start playing yesterday. Nice. That's awesome, Barefoot Masher. Barefoot Master. See, I want to call you the Barefoot Master. That sounds so much better. I am the Barefoot Master. I am the master of the bare feet, but you're a Barefoot Masher. Well, enjoy the game, Barefoot Masher, and remember, Smasher. Remember, Barefoot Smasher, that however you decide to play the game, there is no wrong way to play the Long Dark, unless you're not playing the Long Dark. Yeah, decay is completely wonky. I'm hoping Nocturnal Druid. I left. Somebody commented on something on YouTube, and I left him a message saying, "Well, I hope," because it was something about something that wasn't working right in the game, and I was like, "Well, I'm thinking that they're not going to be doing any like hot fix updates or anything. They're kind of working on all that, and they're gonna fix a lot of problems once they release the new zone live into survival." That's just the feeling I get. That's just the thing. That's just what keeps going through my head. Is they're probably gonna take care of this once it gets to live survival. And we can hope. I mean, they could basically whiff it and not do anything. But I would highly recommend that you post on forums, you post on the Long Dark forums, you leave comment feedback, you leave bug reports for them if you find stuff that's not working right in the game, because all of that is very important. And without that, they'll never know. They'll never know if anything's going on weird in their game. Because I'm sure they are not sitting around the office for 5-10 hours playing the Long Dark. In fact, I can almost guarantee they're not. So you definitely want to make that stuff kind of known to them. Yeah. Fix the moose despawn issue. What is the moose despawn issue? Remember playing Long Dark for the first time, I was a little frustrated hitting bunnies. What is the moose despawn issue, Victim? I'm unaware of that one. I mean, I know about the moose despawning. Taking all your arrows with you. It sucks. It sucks. But, that's how it works. That's how it's always worked. I think that is a calculated plan. Honestly, I think that when the moose despawns those arrows... Oh, jeez. blizzard started and the moose just poofed away and your arrows were gone. Ah, there's the can opener. You always get a can opener in here. It's either down there, or behind here, or on the bottom of that shelf. And if you don't find them there, you don't find the can opener there, it's always out here on this shelf. Well, but that's just something that, you know, I'm sure the devs would be like, well, just make sure you kill it next time. Which sounds cold-hearted, but I'm sure that's what they'd say. Well, just make sure that when you shoot it, you actually get the kill shot. I've had a, you know, I know the feeling though, victim. I'm not making fun of you because I had a moose despawn with like 7 of my arrows in it. I've had a moose despawn with like 7 arrows in it. So I know exactly what you're going through. It is so frustrating.
Not gonna be able to carry this
but
for much longer.
this game is hard. This game takes more than it gives. Let's just put it that way. This game can take more than it gives. And honestly, in a way, I kind of like that. Honestly, in a way, I kind of like that. But I can almost say with certainty, victim, that is not a bug. That is an intentional thing. I can say almost with complete certainty. Maybe the arrows might not be intentional, but even then, if the animal despawns and say the arrows drop to the ground, you could search for a long time to try to find those arrows again and still never find them. So it wouldn't necessarily solve the problem, but it would be nice if the arrows would at least just drop to the ground wherever the animal despawned. That I can agree with you on. That I can totally agree with you on. Last update, some of your missing arrows appeared in the container by the tunnel. Yes, they did, actually.
This stuff will come in handy.
And those were probably arrows I lost. So if we get a big update, make sure you check your red containers, because your red containers can have some of those lost arrows in them. Because the red containers, what they do is that they make a lost and found container that scoops up all of the debris that you've left out in the world, whether that be arrows, meat, a hatchet or a hacksaw, or a whetstone that well, no, because those would disappear in a box. But it gathers all that up, puts it in a red box, usually near an exit to a zone, and it's called a lost and found box. And last time they did that was with a big update, and I did actually have arrows in it. That's a good point. That is a good point. Do you know the bug that can eat cattails forever? The bug that can eat cattails forever. No. Don't know it, don't want to know it. That sounds way too cheesy. I know that if you munch on cattails like this, it looks like your cattails aren't going down. I know about that, but once we stop eating, it goes down to 29. I know about that. The red containers, they only exist after major updates change zones. They've only happened a few times, like when Chapter 3 came out, we got red containers here in Mystery Lake. We got red containers not only outside, but we got red containers inside the houses as well. It mainly is just it's basically them allowing you to keep playing your files and not having to restart the game. The sucky thing is that usually, I don't know why that blue circle's appearing there. The sucky thing is that it usually kills all of your meat that you had sitting outside, because generally your meat is now at 0%. So that kind of sucks. But it's better than having to start all over if you have like a 200 or 300 or 400 day file. Could you imagine if they were like, yeah, we did a major update, now you have to start over. Have fun! Have fun surviving! They knew there would be outrage over that. So they were like, yeah, let's have a happy, let's compromise. We'll let people have lost and found containers. So saw it once, there was one stone in it, filled the whole container. Well, the containers, you can never put anything in. So the container basically is created for the items that you put in them, or that get put in them. And so that container's full is going to be whatever got put in it. It's not going to actually be, it's not going to be actually like a 15 kilo container, because they don't want you to be able to have the option to put stuff into that container. They only want the option of you being able to take stuff out of the container and recover your items. Does that make sense? So it is theoretically possible that one stone would fill up the entire container, because it's not meant to be a storage place. It's meant to just be a retrieval system. So they only reset our saves once in recent times. Well, that Smelly Fries, they reset our saves when they released episode 1, when the game went live in 2017 is the last time I remember them doing that. That's the last time I remember them ever resetting my saves. Was when the game went live. They reset it. They basically they wiped the board, because they were like, yeah, the game's going live. It's no longer early access. We are sorry that you're gonna lose your stuff, but that's just what we're gonna do. But they gave us a ton of warning before they did that. A ton of warning before they did that. So we're doing it live. Damn it, we're doing it live. Oh, yeah. But yeah, they warned, they apologized. They were like, hey, this is what's going to happen. Who have found infinite cattail bug, have reported it to Hingeland, but they didn't fix it. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know of that. I don't know of that glitch, and honestly, I don't want to know of it. I don't want people to be tempted by some infinite cattail thing. Not at all. I do know that at one point cattails did respawn in the game. There was a when the game updated in a major way, it would cause cattails, birch, maple, and mushrooms and rose hips to respawn in certain zones. Is micro harvesting a feature? Heck yeah. Until they remove it from the game, there's nothing wrong with it, victim. That's always been my stance on micro harvesting. I did not micro harvest once on this character, and I didn't micro harvest at all on this character, and I got cooking 5 by day 40-ish, 50-ish, 40-ish, 50-ish. So it's not like you can't get cooking 5 with unless you micro harvest. And you can't get it quick. You can get cooking 5 relatively quickly. Just make sure that you harvest and you cook up every tea, every coffee. You heat up every can of tomato soup, of every can of pork and beans. You heat up all your cans, heat up everything. Yeah. And that's how you do it. But that was one time. It was a long time ago. Actually, Mark Wars, when Hush River Valley launched, I got a respawn in certain zones. When Hush River Valley launched, there was a respawn for a couple of days. There was a couple of days where there was respawns in a couple zones. It actually got fixed. They actually patched it out and got rid of them. They went back and retroactively took the stuff out because it was a mistake. But yeah, there were a couple of days. And it was weird because I distinctly remember, I was like, oh wait, all these cattails around here. And then I saw the cattail heads on the ground. I'm like, well, that's weird. I already picked those. And then I logged in a few days later and they were all gone again. Which was just oh, they must have gone back and retroactively took them out. Yeah, it was like the pistol in Hush River Valley, which I guess still exists. I get people telling me it still exists in Hush River Valley. And Climbing Socks as well. I personally have not ever got a pistol in Hush River Valley since Hush River Valley was a couple weeks into release, but I've had people tell me that it still does exist. So who knows? Who knows? I'm gonna repair that just because it's taken a beating. How do you drop cattails automatically? Oh, like when you're picking them? Like when you're picking the cattails? Is that what you're saying? Oh, well, when you pick the cattails, there's two parts to the cattail. There's the cattail, and then there's the head. And to pick up something, I have to, like, if I'm picking up something here, let me see if I can find something to pick up. If I'm going to pick this up, I take it or leave it. So I take that, and then it gives me the option for the head, and I just hit the right mouse button, and I drop the head. So basically, when I harvest a cattail, it's a left click, right click. I left click, and then I right click to get rid of the head. And sometimes I do it so fast that I drop both of them, or I take both of them, but it's no big deal. And so, this right here is your guaranteed matches in Pleasant Valley, boys and girls. If you ever need matches and you're in Pleasant Valley, come to the farmhouse, come down to the basement, on Interloper, and pretty much all the other difficulty levels. It'll be right there. Sometimes there'll be a pry bar under there. Sometimes there'll be a mag lens inside of there. We don't have either. Sometimes there'll be a hacksaw or hammer over on the bench over here. I think I see something over there. No, it's not. It's not a setting. It's not a setting. Oh, we got another hacksaw there. Perfect. Come down to Molly's farmhouse, find a dead body, get some matches. Okay, I'm not seeing stuff real well in here, so I'm gonna get out the expert light so we can see a little bit better. It's always a little dingy down here. I mean, you can see okay without the lamp, but I'm like, whatever. You want to see the red thing? Well, we might see red containers here soon, because I'm sure whatever zones they connect the new zone into will probably have some red containers in them, would be my guess. But you know, I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna take that and put it upstairs. Bippity boppity boo. Oh, did I forget the bench drawer? Did I forget the bench drawer? There's usually nothing in it, but if I forgot it, I'd kick myself later on. Yep, I forgot it. Thank you. Oh, look at that. We got lots of stuff out of it. I'm so glad well, it's not even so that we got nothing out of it, but we did it. We searched it, and that's all that matters. We searched it, and that's what truly matters, is we actually searched it. Interland promised a surprise! Surprise! I know, exactly. That's the thing. If we didn't search it, we would always wonder, well, what was in it? What could have been in it that we missed? I'm going to leave that book here. None of that's going to stay here. I'm going to tear that apart. I'll leave one of these hats here. Really, I don't want to leave much here. I'll leave that spray paint can here. Oh, I got fresh hides on me? What am I... Why did I not drop these fresh hides? What a maroon. What an absolute maroon. Okay, we got the cured rabbits on us. We're going to leave the guts. Leave the guts, the cured rabbits. I'm going to take the birch and maple with me. Leave a little bit of the cloth here. Gets us down a little bit in weight. Leave that can. We'll just put the can out here, actually. Bam, bada boom. I thought you were talking about the medical container found at the transition from Mystery Lake to Four-Lord Muskeg. Nope, not that one. Not that one. Nope, nope, nope. Not that one. Yeah, I'm thinking the new zone's going to be right up in here. I don't know exactly where it'll be. I'm now have this theory that the new zone will directly connect to Mountain Town and maybe Pleasant Valley and maybe have a connector down to Mystery Lake. I don't know. Maybe, or maybe a connector connecting into the Winding River. I don't know. But I'm thinking it's up here, because look, there's this big mountain up here. There's this big mountain up here. I don't think it's going to be over here, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be over here. I think it's going to be up here, but it could be over here. Or they could completely change the map and add it in somewhere else. They completely change the map and put it over here on this side of Mountain Town, for all I know. You know, shift the whole map over. I mean, that's what they did with Ash Canyon. They shifted the whole map into a different position and added Ash Canyon to it. So, there's lots of possibilities. And I'm batting a 0% average on my guesses for future zone placements. And that's probably not going to change at this point. So I am definitely not the right person to get, like, expert opinions on where things are going to lay. Because it just does not behoove you to listen to me on any of it. You think it'll be future zones? Oh, heck yeah. I have a feeling, from the little bit of not inside stuff I have, the feeling I get is that there is going to be, there will be paid DLC. Once Chapter 5 is completely done, Chapter 5 will most likely give us a new zone. That will give us Perseverance Mills. I can almost guarantee Chapter 5 is going to give us Perseverance Mills. And I think Perseverance Mills is going to be connected in some way down here near Coastal Highway, or maybe out over in this area, who knows. But it's going to give us Perseverance Mills. And I think after that, they're going to have some paid DLCs that will add new zones once they finally finish Chapter 5. So once Chapter 5 is finally done, I think they're going to see, they'll probably give it a try, maybe put out one paid DLC and see how well it does or how poorly it does. And I think at that time they'll also be working on their next venture, whatever that is going to be. And if the paid DLC goes well, maybe they'll put a team on making some more paid DLC. If the paid DLC goes poorly, they may just scrap it and say, hey, you know what? We have a great game that we spent over a decade making. We're done with it. We'll still bug fix it. And you know, we aren't gonna add to it anymore. I think personally a paid DLC, if it was like even if it was like a $14.99 and it added a new zone, new items possibly, if they put out DLC that had new animals in it, new crafting recipes, you know, there's lots of stuff they could still do with this game after they complete all the chapters of it. There's lots of things they could still do to expand upon it. And I think that it's going to be going to have to be a decision on their part, if they want to spend the time and energy on doing that, or if they just want to turn it over to the modding community and let the modders mod the heck out of their game. Because they have indicated that after the game is fully released live, they will be supporting mods. They'll be giving into mod support. So it'll be interesting to see what comes of that. If that becomes the way they go, or if they actually like go, yeah, we're gonna still give you some content for the game. And who knows? Many happy fans that got more than their money's worth would be happy to buy more. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it would never be a paywall. Not with Raph there. Not with Raph there, no. I think what it would be is that I mean, here's my theory on how they should do a DLC type thing. They should do DLCs that add some content. A year later, put out another DLC that adds some more content. But then in the base game, include that first DLC into the base game a year later. So basically, if you're willing to wait a year, you can get the DLC for free, basically, or they'll give it to you at a reduced price or something. I don't know. It's always hard when you do DLCs. It's like, what do we charge? Do we charge for this DLC? When do we include it in the purchase price of the game? Do we bundle it in at some point? Do we make it more accessible for people? Because then you run into people who are like, hey, I bought the game and the DLC wasn't with it, and now you're making the DLC and you put it with the game. You know, what's the deal? You know, I don't know. If I ever got to the point where I'd be interested in mods, I'd just go play another game. I just don't ever see myself being interested in mods. I know myself, and that's just not me. I just don't see it happening. I have never been a mod person, though. I've never been a mod person. I think mods are just fine. I don't understand mods. I don't know. I don't really. Yeah, maybe a mod to clean up houses, and that would be about it. I've not traveled to the Birch Forest yet. I was gonna travel over there today, but this damn storm came up and stopped me from doing it. Oh, now, of course, now the storm goes. Well, I guess we'll travel to the farmhouse. We got a little bit of wood on us, which is good. It's always good to have some wood. Hey, Style Zach, how's it going, buddy? Throw up a link to your YouTube there, my friend. Go check out Style Zach, boys and girls, on YouTube. He's got lots of great videos and lots of good stuff. I'm just not a big. I just like base games. I do. I know. It's just. I'm weird that way. I've never ever really modded games. I think the game I most heavily modded was that I put some skin mods on the original Mass Effect when I played that for the first time. What is the best summer survival, like The Long Dark? You know, I really haven't played a lot of summer survival ones. I really like Medieval Dynasty, which we're gonna play in about 25 minutes, and it actually has rotational seasons: summer, spring, fall, and winter. Well, that's not the order they go in, but spring, summer, fall, and winter. Green Hell is okay. I really liked The Infected. It had kind of seasonal stuff as well. Icarus is pretty fun. We'll be playing that tomorrow. I really have been enjoying Star Sand, though. If you want a desert survival game that sort of reminds me a little bit of Arid, reminds me a little bit of Infected in a way, try out Star Sand. It's a really fun game. I will at some point here in the next month or so probably I'll probably jump into Death Stranding. I just picked up Death Stranding. Death Stranding is on sale right now for $17.99. At least it was. I don't know if it still is. But I've been eyeing Death Stranding for a while. And it's still $17.99 on Steam right now. 70% off, boys and girls. It usually is a $60 game. And it's 70% off right now. So if you've at all ever been interested in Death Stranding, go pick it up now, because you'll never find it for cheaper than that. I can almost guarantee you will not find it for cheaper than 70% off. But, you know, hey. Less than $20 game, it's right in my budget. For me, if I see a game that I've really wanted for less than 20 bucks, I'm just like, okay, I'll get it. Because I'm a cheapskate. Even if I don't play it very much, I'll probably still have $20 worth of fun. I'd be like, yoink! Style Zach also has amazing hair and his breath smells like cookies. Well, there you go. There you go. Go check out Style Zach's channel, boys and girls. Give it some love. I love Escape the Pacific as well. Escape the Pacific is really fun. It doesn't have like a lot of danger in it, other than when you sail from island cluster to island cluster, you can die because you don't prepare well. Death in that game is mainly caused by non-preparedness. Non-preparedness is generally what's going to kill you in that game, and nothing else. If you're prepared in that game, you'll be just fine. You'll be just fine. Smelly Fries, that didn't work like you wanted it to. I know you were hoping that you could get me with a wolf or something, but that didn't didn't quite work the way you wanted. I know. I know. You wanted that to work a certain way, and it did not. Escape from Tarkov, I played that game for like 5 minutes and was like, this is not for me. This is not for me. But it was still fun. Well, as long as it was still fun for you, my friend. As long as it was still fun for you, that's all that matters. That's all I care about. All I care about is you having fun. Truly, really seriously, that's all I care about. As long as you're having fun, my mission is accomplished. My goal is there. It is fun and then it's depressing. Is there a big difference between Escape the Pacific and Stranded Deep? Escape the Pacific is good, Stranded Deep sucks. That's the big difference right there. No, the big difference between the two games, the big difference between the two games, Style Zach, Stranded Deep is a complete game now. Stranded Deep is a complete game in the sense that they finished it. Yes, if you want auto walk, you go into your options, into your accessibility. You have to physically turn auto walk on. You have to physically turn it on, and then the default key for it, I believe, is Z. But it is not turned on automatically. Now, once you turn it on in one game, it's turned on in all the games. It's turned on in all the games. See, look at that, Style Zach. You got a fan here, buddy. So once you turn it on in one game, it's turned on in all of the games. But just beware of auto walk. It can cause you to walk to your death, which is never good. Yeah, the main difference between Stranded Deep and Escape the Pacific, both of them small indie games. I'll give you the similarities. Both of them take place in the ocean. Both of them require you to go from islands to islands to find supplies, you know, and try to get out of the situation you're in. Now, some of the differences. Stranded Deep sort of gave up, is the best way I can put it, the most polite way I can put it. They kind of gave up on their game at some point, or got tired of making it, made enough money on it on the pre-release. I have no idea. And the game was hurriedly finished, and I didn't really like what they did with it at that point, because there was a lengthy period of time, there was no progress from the game, and they kept promising us, oh, we're gonna do stuff, we got lots of stuff planned, and they never quite really did anything with it. The other biggest problem I had with Stranded Deep is the all of your, you know how you have a reticle UI, a reticle thing here? Now think of this as if every one of these places here was your inventory slot. So you have to go to a reticle to access your inventory, and then your inventory is on these actual places here. This is all the stuff that you're carrying with you. It was very cumbersome, and it was just annoying. And I hated that. Smelly Fries, have a great rest of your night, my friend. And so I didn't like it for that sense. I like the simplicity with Escape the Pacific. Oh, another big difference between the two is Escape the Pacific and is set in the early 1800s, whereas Stranded Deep is more set in modern times, because you can eventually, I guess, make a gyrocopter and fly around and stuff, which just seemed absolutely ridiculous to me. And then they added boss mobs into Stranded Deep, so there was like a boss mob shark that you had to kill, and I was just like, really? Seriously? You're now taking it from being like fun survival to taking it to, ooh, there's a boss mob fight. Woo! Let's go! Boss mob fights. Yeah, thanks for sharing that clip there. I appreciate that a lot. Appreciate that a lot there, my friends. Showing me walking to my death by auto walk. Yeah, Jolly Doodle, don't do that. Escape the Pacific is still in early access. It's still early development. It has come so far from where it was. So far from where it was at the beginning. And I will cite my personal prejudice as well with Escape the Pacific. The developer of the game has reached out to me. They've come into channel before. They've been very generous with their time and answering questions we had, fixing bugs for us on the, like, literally as I'm streaming the game, they fix a bug, tell me to reload the game, and the bug is taken care of. I mean, I never saw that dedication of the Stranded Deep team to any streamer, not just me, but any streamer. So I have a personal prejudice towards them, and that's one of them. And I really, the game's made by one dude, and he's done an amazing job with that game. I've seen it come so far since we started playing it. I've seen it comes so far, and he usually comes out with very regular updates, and they're not just a bug fix here, a bug fix there. They're like substantial updates to the game, which is very nice to see as well. So there's just a lot of things I like about Escape the Pacific over Stranded Deep. So, hey, the Winquisition! Yeah, Escape the Pacific is a Robinson Crusoe style game. Yeah. It's a Robinson Crusoe style game, and I like it. It's very chill. If you're looking for a chill survival experience where, yes, there is not a lot of danger. The most dangerous animal in the game is a seagull. If you steal the seagull's eggs, he will peck you to death, or try to peck you to death until you like hit him with a hatchet to kill him. But the seagulls are the most dangerous animal in the game. So that's why I like Escape the Pacific. Contraband Retro Gaming, hello. Shay Legend, how are you doing? Winquisition, how are you, my friend? How is it going today? Let's give the shout out the Winquisition there. Oh, by the way, I needed to do something here. You're reminding me right now. You're reminding me of something right now that I need to do. There we go. That's a nice copy that. Chatbot, chat commands, custom commands, new command. That there, and then go, there we go, activate that new command. There we go. Sorry, I got sidetracked there. So I could do that. You reminded me, Contraband. I meant to do that the other day, and I totally failed to do it. So I was like, I better do it now, because my brain is like a sieve, and I will forget. So if you're ever in Corvallis, people, go check out Contraband Retro Gaming. They have a lot of cool games, a lot of cool old school video games, console games, all sorts of good stuff. I went there the last time I was down there seeing my son, so check that out. Go check them out. Go check out their Facebook page. Go get all their info. Go give them a look-see when if you're ever down in Corvallis. I don't know, Contraband, do you ever do any? Do you guys do any online sales or anything? I don't know. I don't know these things. I have no affiliation with them, just like I have no affiliation with anybody. But they're a viewer, and they work at a place that I know and love. So, hey, there you go. But yes, go check out Contraband Retro Games. There you go. Am I not in a tournament? No, I don't do tournaments. I don't do tournament stuff. Magic Jack 75, thank you for the 18 months. If I was doing a tournament, can I do this? That's a big no-no. Yeah, you know, Hubang, I just don't do tournaments. I have no interest in competitive play of any kind. Winquisition gifting out a tier 1 sub to Fire Monkey Rob.
Tier 1 sub to Fire Monkey Rob.
Yeah, I've just never been a tournament kind of guy. I just like playing games and having fun with you guys, and to me, I know myself. I'm very competitive. I'm very competitive, and it'd just be bad for me. It would be bad for me. I wish I had clips of the days when I played Halo 2. You would understand exactly why I don't play in tournaments. I may or may not have yelled obscenities at young children while I played Halo 2 online. Oh, geez, there's the bear. I may or may not have. Probably I didn't, but, you know, there may have been an obscenity or two thrown around. But yeah, I'm way too competitive to do stuff like that. And then the other problem is I have a hard time. I would go totally into focus mode with something like that. I would have to commit to it as well. Yeah. It's just a lot. Thank you all for the hype train coming in. 65% with 3.5 minutes to go. But yeah, it's not good for me. Having to face down a bear is enough stress for me in a day. And there's lots of other people out there who participate in it. I have nothing bad to say about them choosing to participate in it. I just know for myself that it's not a good idea. I just know for myself it's not a good idea, and I would rather just go, you know, I'm not gonna put myself through it, so not gonna put myself through it. Oh my goodness, Akita with the 12-month, 1 year Twitch Prime Subaroo. And then Jolly Doodle puts us over the top with the 200 bits. Woo! Hype train indeed, baby. Well, thank you so much.
_just resubscribed for 12 months.
Oh, jeez. There's the 200 bits. Is the white rabbit in the ravine cave new or a bug? Probably a bug would be my guess. Where's that bear? God, he is so freaking slow. It's almost like you want... Oh, jeez. These are all I have left till December.
These are all I have left till December, D.
What is that bear doing? Oh my god, Mr. Bear. Just get over here. Jeez Louise. He is so freaking slow. It's just so... It's infuriating. I mean, in a sense, it's good because you can easily run away from the bear, but... Oh, that second shot was right to his face. Right to his face there. How do you like me now, bear? Bye-bye, bear. Hey, I'm Rico. Hello, hello. How are you doing? Yeah, that was my arrow. He ran into the arrow. That was not me. He ran into the arrow, boys and girls. I just like to point that out. I did not shoot at him. He ran into the arrow.
89 gifted a tier 1
oh
sub
my
to
god,
Jolly
Miller's
Doodle.
just gifted a tier 1 sub to Jolly Doodle. There's 6 in the channel. Thank you so much for gifting out your 6th gift sub in the channel. I appreciate that so very much. Let's give out some... Let's just give out a whole bunch of points right now. There we go. That makes it all easy. Well, thank you so much, Millers, and I'm Rico. I'm glad you're here. Thank you so much for coming by. Thank you for coming by. Jolly Doodle, welcome officially to the Ath Pack. You sound so kind. I could make an ex-wife joke right now, but I won't. I'll just take the compliment. I'll take the W. I'll take the W, all right? I'll take the W. Little Blind Mouse, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs.
Little Blind Mouse.
Holy
just gifted
crap!
5 subs.
The Coke 091. Chalaquil? Maybe? CR Low, Woo Bang Bang, and Nighthawk, a 5_2. Welcome into the Ath Pack. And Stylezak, have a good one, my man. If you guys have not gone over and checked out Stylezak before, go check out his YouTube channel. Lots of good long dark videos up there. Lots of videos that have me in them even. Go check him out. Give him some love. He's a great YouTuber. See you later on, bud. Have a great night, buddy. Have a great night. Miller's recommended Atheenon to me. It was a good recommendation. Oh, that's awesome! Miller's spreading the Ath love around. Spreading the Ath love around. What is this? Okay. Oh, the virus guys didn't find any bad stuff on my computer. Nice. They didn't see my incognito tab. Oh, I mean, they didn't see the puppy dog videos that I was downloading. Anywho's, oh, I just want to harvest this dude up. Let's do it. Hope our fire doesn't get blown out. Okay, fire didn't get blown out. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, I'm old school. I download stuff. I download things. But what if the cute puppy video gets taken away? I want it forever. I want it forever. How much time we got on this fire? An hour and 29 minutes. Let's get a little food here. Get a little food here. Okay. Why don't you use found knives? You cannot find knives in Interloper. In Interloper, there are no knives, no hatchets, no guns, no bows, no ammunition. You can rarely find a arrow shaft that's already made. You sometimes can find a couple arrowheads that are already made, but that is about it. There is no actual found tools like that in Interloper. They just don't exist. So that's why I always recommend people playing on Stalker. You definitely want to practice doing that forge run before you get on Interloper, because on Interloper you have no choice. You must do a forge run if you want to actually make a bow or any of the clothing. You got to make that forge run, because that you can't make. Oh jeez. Oh, Nocturnal Druid, thank you. A Preacher at Cass, welcome to the Athpack. Nocturnal Druid with her 20th gift sub in the channel. Thank you so much, my friend.
Preacher_Cass.
Why am I placing the quarter bags instead of just leaving them? Oh, because I just like them. They look nice. They look, well, this one's a little out of place. But they look good. They look good here. They look good here. I'm sorry. I can't just leave them. You asking me to just leave them? Oh, yeah. You need the improvised knife to make arrows and clothing. Yeah, you can use the improvised hatchet. It just takes way longer to make them that way. But yeah, you need the improvised knife to make that stuff. You have to make the arrow. You have to make arrows with it. You have to make or arrow shafts with it. You have to make your bow with an improvised knife or hatchet. So if you are low, if you're low on metal, I mean, generally, I'd say never go to the forge with less than 7 or 8 metal on you, because to make your knife, it's gonna take 5 scrap for your hatchet, 3 scrap for your knife. So you want to take at least 8 with you. Mark Wars with the gifted sub going out to Ert8618. Mark Wars, thank you for the gifted sub there.
Mark Wars
Thank you so much. And we got Hype Train level 2.
Tier 1 sub to Ert 8618.
Choo-choo! 20 million bear hides going out to everybody for the Hype Train level 2. The level 2 Hype Train. Thank you so much, boys and girls. I appreciate that so very much. You guys are awesome. Awesome and amazing. And I missed the stats. Gosh dang it, I missed the stats. I was going to say how many subs and stuff it was. Gosh dang it. I missed it. But it was at least like 8 or 9, 10, 11 subs and like a few thousand bits. So you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for all that Hype Train love. I appreciate it. Appreciate every single bit, every single sub. You guys are amazing. You guys and gals are truly just very generous to me. And I cannot express to you how much that means. So, choo choo. Oh, I got that same little dude. I got that same little dude. The Hype High. Oh, look at all those ones Mark Wars has. Look at all those ones Mark Wars has. Oh my God, you got Hype Flex exactly. Yeah, flex much, sir. You flex much there, baby. That's okay. You flex all you want. You flex all that you want to, my friend. I want to at least get this meat, like, harvested. I don't even care if I cook it all. As long as you harvest the meat, it'll stay around forever, as long as you don't put it inside something. You definitely want to harvest it all up and leave it out on the ground, if nothing else, because even if it goes bad on the ground, it doesn't disappear from the game. It just stays out there. Now, with the possibility looming of lost and found crates, with that possibility coming, it could go away. That's about the only time your floor meat will ever disappear, is if the lost and found crate scoops it up, puts it inside of it, and it goes to 0 before you can get there. Other than that, it should be good. So. Oh, it just said you have all the level 2 emotes. See, it should give you like level 1 emotes or level 3 emotes if you have them already. Like, if you don't have the other emotes, it should be like, oh, well, we'll just give you some other ones. Don't worry about it. Mark Wars puts the X in flex. He does. Mark Wars does put the X in flex. For sure. That troll one is the only one that ever mattered. I know. That actually, that is true. That is the only one that ever mattered. That is the only one that ever mattered. I find it useful and funny to store all of my cooked or raw meat in the car trunk. The only danger with that in the car trunk contraband is it will go poof if it ever gets to 0, it will go poof. But as long as you're okay with it going poof, it's not a big deal. I mean, that's totally legit.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much
longer. Oh,
shushadoodles.
Wow, look at that. Look at that mountain range over there. That is awesome looking. The sun with a little blue halo around it. I don't know if you guys can see that. I sure can. It looks good. It looks good. Looks good. Oh, snap. Do I need a lot of firewood for the bear? Yeah, if I was gonna cook the whole bear. But I'm not gonna cook the whole bear. We've cooked up all we want. I mainly just wanted to harvest the bear. Yeah, I don't know how you became me when you redeem it. That's weird. We're just gonna I just wanted to harvest the bear. As long as we could get the whole bear harvested, I was a happy camper. But yes, we'd probably need a little more firewood if we were gonna cook the whole bear. But that's not my main concern at this point. Cooking the whole bear is kind of a secondary. That's kind of a secondary goal, secondary issue. Because we can always cook it later. We can always cook it later, and we'll just leave the uncooked meat over here. Kind of get that all stacked up over there. But getting it done is the most important thing. I just don't like cooking in the cooking pot. Multiple reasons, Hubang. I hate selecting meat from my menu and putting it in the cooking pot. It does make the cooking time shorter. With cooking 5 though, cooking times are pretty short anyway. And I can time it better with that. I just like cooking on the rock. I just like cooking on the rock. But yeah, you can definitely get more cooking done with the cooking pot. I would love it if you could just place meat from the ground into the pot. That would be awesome. Then I'd probably use the cooking pots more. I just hate having to have the meat in my inventory. I hate having to have it in my inventory to cook it. It just, for whatever reason, that just bothers me. And I don't know why. I don't know why. It just bothers me. It's like, don't make me have to do that. Well, it adds smell to me, so I got more smell. Actually 25 minutes is probably good enough.
It's getting dark out here. Time to look for shelter.
You notice how 25 minutes on a fire we were able to boil or make water. It's not purified water, but we don't care about that. It is hard to make meat circular. Just sit in, if you don't want to cook the meat in your inventory, just sit in the fire. That'll cook all the meat. That'll cook all the meat. Really? Really? Since I'm in here, I'm just gonna chill out here for a minute. As you notice, I have 4 liters of unboiled water, which is fine because we found these in here. So we didn't have to boil the water. We made 4 liters of unpurified water, and now we can just make them into purified water and not have to boil it, which is nice. Wow, we took down 2 bears tonight. Oh my. Oh my. We ain't afraid no bear. Alright, we probably need to sharpen... Oh, I need to break that down. Break that down first. And then we need to sharpen up our tools a little bit, because I'm sure our knife took a little damage. And we'll sharpen up one more time. Oh, she's getting tired now. She's exhausted. She's had a full day. She's had a full day, boys and girls. She's a very tired girl. She's like, Atheenon, just let me sleep. I don't like doing this in the middle of the night. I like doing this. I don't use stream. I don't use stream.